Old man, are you absolutely sure of this?
Of course, Your Highness. State Section 3 of the Empire's army has one of our merchants in custody.
Was he smuggling?
Of course.
Could be useful.
What?
State Section 3 is my dear friend Alice's unit, if memory serves.
Did you just say Princess Cetium is coming here?
Yeah, her train's pulling in early this afternoon.
We're expecting a princess, Lieutenant?
I'm afraid so. Cetium is one of 7 brothers and sisters in line for the throne of the Kingdom of Rhodelia.
A neighboring country's princess? It sure sounds like fun. A secret holiday!
Holiday? I really doubt she's coming here for a good time.
It sounds like you've met the princess before, Lieutenant.
I got acquainted with her when my great-grandfather took us to Rhodelia. So why is she coming, Captain?
Remember our smuggler friend with the hot corruption tip? Well, he happens to be Rhodelian. Cetium probably knew about it too, and she'll use it as a bargaining chip to get something from the brass. Then again, I wouldn't expect a Rhodelian to handle their politics any other way.
I'm sure a carriage has been sent for us, Your Highness.
The carriage can wait. I have a different destination in mind first.
Princess Cetium, need I remind you of your duty? It can't be seen in the open.
Enough of your reminders. You've reminded me of our duties 4 times since we left the Royal Palace. On the train, in the dining car, and at 7:05 this morning.
We have to exploit the Empire's weaknesses to our advantage.
And that's the 13th time you've said that.
And I will repeat it as many times as I have to. Your succession depends upon your taking every advantage. Huh?
It appears I missed my chance.
Missed your chance for what, Princess?
There used to be a hot dog vendor there.
A hot dog vendor? Princess, a royal should never sully her palate with the filthy bohemian fare of a street vendor.
I looked all around, I couldn't find it. The hot dog stand with the black and white checkers, right?
Aw, man, that was the best hot dog stand near the train station, too.
It isn't just that place. It seems like the vendor business has been drying up ever since the end of the war.
Well, food vendors didn't have to pay taxes during the war. My guess is the government probably taxed them back into the slums where no one can keep an eye on them.
One step closer to exposing corruption at the highest levels of the army. Well, you think that article's about us, Aureldo?
We're supposed to be on leave right now, Four Eyes. Let the unit take care of itself, okay?
Yeah, you got me. I just really hope the big guy's making the most of his time off.
Oh, yeah. I bet he's having the time of his life right now. I know I would with Rosetta.
We're going to get that urine sample this time. Are you kidding? Hey! Sorry I'm late.
Here she is now, the lovely Rose.
It's Rosanna.
Right, I meant Rosanna. Isn't she cute? I met her while you were hot on the trail of the missing Frankfurters.
I've never ridden one of these before.
And we're off for a spin around town. Finding the right girl to have fun with isn't that hard, you know.
I can't believe that guy. Finding the right girl to have fun with isn't that hard, you know. Yeah, right. Water rationing? Sometimes I keep forgetting how good the army has it. How civilians put up with conditions like this is beyond me. Oh, right. Forgot about that. I'm not supposed to be thinking about work, am I?
Of course, it had to be a commoner's toilet, didn't it?
Ah!
Don't stop on my account. The plumbing here looks inadequate to me anyway. You have good fashion sense for a commoner. My compliments.
Who the heck are you, anyway?
Who am I, you ask? Normally I wouldn't reveal my name to a commoner like you, but I'm amused, so... My name is Cetium, and I am the princess who will stand apart from my brothers and sisters as the Empress of Rhodelia.
Oh, lucky for me they didn't stop running water in the sink.
Hey! Did you hear me?
So you're a princess. Well, my name's Martis. Well then, so what brings you to the men's room, Princess Cetium?
Not that it's any of your business, but I'm on the run.
Huh?
My major domo is a complete nuisance. He says the same thing over and over again. And I am perfectly capable of remembering the first time, thank you. So I snuck off, lost him, and ta-da!
I suppose I should take her to the police or something. Hey, wait a minute. That major domo of yours is probably worried sick about you right now.
Let the old buzzard worry. Serves him right for letting me out of his sight.
Sounds to me like both of us are hungry. Probably wouldn't be a good idea to take a princess like you to a hot dog stand, though.
Did you just say hot dogs? What about the stand with the checkered roof?
You've actually been to that hot dog stand?
Oh, how could I possibly forget? The last time I was here, the aroma was amazing. There was just something about that bourgeois pleasure of eating on the street that made me have to have it.
You know, I used to go to that hot dog stand myself, but they've either moved or just shut down.
Well, that's a shame.
Yeah, and there's no way to find out where they went either.
That cadence. Martis! Martis, you're a soldier, aren't you?
Yeah, sure.
Well, that should make it easy then.
Hey, wait!
Princess Cetium! Good God! The royal family is going to have my head on a platter for this!
I'm terribly sorry, but we can't open up the registry books to just anyone who walks in here.
Of course, you're right.
And you're going to give up on it just like that?
Well,
Listen, you. I really wouldn't want to cross this man if I were you. I understand that Imperial Army officers get what they ask for the first time.
Oh, it's you, Sub-Lieutenant Martis.
Thank you for the other day, sir.
What seems to be the problem here?
Well, she...
Oh, well, I think we can help him this time around. After all, it wouldn't be the first time the tax office has cooperated with the army to root out a tax evader, now would it?
Looks like the stand guy got his business license revoked for tax evasion. That's what I call harsh.
An intelligence officer like you is supposed to have good connections. Why didn't you just tell them who you were?
It wasn't appropriate, for one thing.
Using your power to exploit an opponent's weakness is not inappropriate. Otherwise, you're the one who looks weak.
Exploitation? Why is a kid like you talking about a subject like that?
Have you ever seen Rodelia's national flag?
Huh? Sure. It has a bunch of grapes on it, right?
And every one of those grapes represents a child. Sire an entire court of royal children and pit them against one another. That's how we do it in Rodelia, Mr. Martis. Hoping to ascend the throne through our cunning and mastery of the political arts. Even assassinations are accepted in our family. Chateau de raison de Crépescu. My brothers and sisters are like grapes, together and separate at the same time by sharing the same vine. We spend all that time apart developing strategies to overcome the others. The only time we leave our little towers to come together is at supper, along with our food tasters who protect us from poisoning. Exploit your enemy, or you will be exploited. The laws of heaven and earth demand no less from us, right? Well, that was pointless, wasn't it? Let's get moving, Martis. Come on.
And where are we going exactly?
The vendor's home address was written down in the registry at the tax office.
You're just gonna show up?
Right! That'll show him that him and his hot dogs aren't getting away from me that easily.
I really don't have a say in this, do I? She acts like a kid, but she has this strict way of thinking. Oh yeah, kinda like Lieutenant Melvin.
In other words, you want us to search for your princess.
Both of our skins are on the line here, Captain. If anything were to happen to the princess, it would be an international incident.
Sounds like you're trying to cover your own...
What?
It's nothing. Lieutenant, would you please assist this gentleman?
Yes, understood, sir.
Okay.
That sure took longer than I expected.
No kidding. And it cost us an arm and a leg to take the carriage.
This place sure is depressing.
That's because we're right next to District 0.
So what's District 0?
Well, District 0 isn't exactly what you'd call a safe area.
So you're saying it's a slum?
We should be fine, as long as we don't go in too far.
Hey, are you smelling what I'm smelling?
We found it!
And there you go. It does my heart good to know that you came all the way out here.
Oh.
Hey, it's okay. I'm hungry too, you know. I haven't had a bite since this morning, and I'm starving. And on that note, it's time to down the dog. Don't tell me you're not hungry.
No, it's just...
Here goes nothing. Oh yeah, there it is. Don't worry, it's fine. Go ahead and dig in while it's still hot.
It's a crude taste, but elegant at the same time.
Yeah, now we're gonna have to walk back.
By the way, Mr. Schnitzel, how about you give us this meal on the house?
That's some sense of humor, Liebchen.
The joke was getting your vendor's permit taken away from you. Or maybe you've made enough money to pay your taxes? I bet you didn't know my friend Mr. Martis here is part of Army intelligence. Now, he can either collect those taxes from you or arrest you for running an unlicensed vendor cart. Huh?
Section 3 doesn't exploit folks like that.
What are you talking about? I was doing it for you.
We just spent all day looking for this guy, and now you're going to take advantage of him?
Do you think I enjoy being like this? I won't survive if I show anyone any weakness at all. I've had my food poisoned before, on the day I turned 5 years old. My brothers and sisters, I couldn't even trust them. My food taster died for me that day, Martis. You know what I learned? To harden my heart and trust no one every time I eat. I want to forget, but I can't. It's the one thing I want my memory to let go of. But every time I eat, it comes back to me.
Cetium, listen,
Go away!
Cetium, wait!
Not good. She's running right towards...
District 0!
Looks like she's in District 0.
Did you say District 0?
That's where the eyewitness accounts put her. This isn't good at all.
Hurry up, then, or we'll have an international crisis on our hands.
Hurry up! Got it!
Oh, dear God, my heart! My heart!
I can't believe I lost my control like that. Shedding tears over an argument with a commoner is so undignified.
Wow, look at the clothes and hair on this little girl, will ya?
She ought to get us a year's worth of hot meals.
Damn it!
Enough! I'm a Rodelian princess! Keep your hands off of me!
Thanks for letting us know.
Well, we ought to be able to get a lot more for you then.
These scum are so low they don't even fear royalty. I didn't want to, but now I'll have to. My traveling companion is in the army. Even a pair of lowlifes like you should be afraid of that.
Oh, that's a good one. You know that, little girl? The army doesn't come to places that don't have names or numbers, sugar. There's no police, no protection, and no civil rights for anyone. And with no cops around, I could pretty much slice up your army boyfriend or anyone I damn well please. So, who do you think is going to rescue you from a place like this?
Are you okay?
Martis!
Looks like we've got a daredevil here.
Get out of here while you can! Hurry up!
I'm sorry, but my legs are so weak. I can't stand up right now. I can't move. I'm really sorry.
Well, that's great. You turned into a princess right on cue.
Well, that wasn't very nice. Martis, look out! No, you're hurt!
So that was your companion?
That guy's pretty weak for someone who's supposed to be in the army.
Martis is strong and brave, you low-life scum!
Yeah? Looks pretty weak to me.
It's not over yet, dirtbag!
You bastard!
Come on, let's get out of here. Princess! You mean she really is a princess?
Yep, she sure was. And it would have been a pretty big diplomatic incident if you screwed it up.
Let's get to the heart of the matter, shall we, Captain? The man you currently have incarcerated is a Rodelian citizen. In the name of international amnesty, we are demanding his immediate extradition.
You've got some nerve.
It's been a while. Alice Lee Malvin.
We can't let him go that easily. He has information vital to one of our criminal investigations. Without him, we don't stand a chance of completing that investigation successfully.
So then, you mean to tell me that one of our citizens has to pay the price for your country's criminals? We will start an investigation of our own if we must, but I insist that you hand him over to us at once. What is your answer, Lieutenant? Need I remind you that relations between our countries are in jeopardy?
Somehow, I don't think Alice is going to change her mind. Sir, you've trained some excellent subordinates. You may keep our smuggler for questioning as long as you deem necessary.
What are you saying, Your Highness?
Silence!
Ma'am.
Thank you most kindly, Princess. I'm curious about what you'd want in return, though.
Well, I suppose the proper remuneration will consist of...
This. Well then, just what I'd expect from a commoner. A little bit crude and a little bit elegant. On the off chance my travels bring me back to the Empire's capital, Sub-Lieutenant Martis is to be my escort regardless of his duties.
Exchanging one political prisoner for another is what I call one hell of a hard bargain.
Mm-hmm. We're going now.
Huh? Princess!
Old man, how long are you going to keep sulking? Come over here.
You've gone soft on me, child. Completely and utterly soft. Have you forgotten everything I taught you about exploiting weaknesses?
Taking advantage of weakness is easy, old man. It's hardly worth the trouble of exploiting it when you think about it. You end up taking advantage of something stronger than weakness. When you get something out of gratitude, if you earn someone's trust and friendship, you have the most valuable thing they could ever give you. But there you sit, expecting me to take advantage of a hand that was given to me in friendship and put a one-time price on it? The minute I had it, I knew I could keep it as long as I wanted it. And that's what I need to take advantage of to become Empress. So you still want to call me soft for taking advantage of people's compassion, old man?
This really is a sad day. My little princess has really outgrown the need for her teacher. Putting that aside, have you no idea what it means for a royal to bestow her kiss on some commoner?
It was on the cheek. Don't worry about it.
Princess, I saw you with my own two eyes. You were embracing him like a lover and kissing him directly on the mouth.
Well, who knows? My heart was beating so fast and my skin was so warm. I'm pretty sure I forgot the details.
Little Casanova, smooched by a royal.
Who in the heck told you about that?
Whoa now! I almost forgot to take Mercury for his walk.
So settle a bet for me. She French yet?
What the? Someone would have had to have been sitting right next to me to see that.
Oh, look at the time. I almost forgot about my hot date with Muriel.
Gonna have to get yourself out of this one, Tiger.
Damn it! Look what he did to me!
Hang on, don't touch it. You're gonna get it infected. I just wish I had a clean set of bandages to dress those wounds with. Pull yourself together! I'll get you to a doctor as soon as we get out of here.
Son of a bitch!
Guys from Section 1 don't get to retire and die in MVs. At least they were honest and told me that when I signed up. I knew I would probably end up dying an ugly death instead of telling war stories.
God damn it!
No one ever told me it was gonna be like this.
I'm cold. Cold. I'm so cold. However, when I burn something for a little while, and a little bit, my heart feels warm.
We have refugees in the aqueduct system.
Right. There has to be a job for me in the capital city. It's got to be big enough for me to make it somewhere. That's what they were thinking anyway. The war drove them away from their homes, and they had a dream of starting over here. However, that dream just didn't live up to the reality of the situation. What you're looking at is the reality. No jobs, no homes to move into, nowhere to go, except here, of course.
There sure are a whole lot of people.
It's like there's another city down here.
Actually, you might be right there. It's not that far-fetched when you take a look at this map. The Mion Water Company laid out an aquifer system that runs under the entire city. When you look at it this way, there's probably enough waterway to support as many refugees as there are people in town.
You can't be serious.
Please, leave me alone. How many times do I have to tell you? I don't have any money.
Damn dirty squatters. Listen up real good, honey. Our employer, the Mion Company, owns the waterway, and it's here to make us a lot of money, not wash your dirty backs. Got it? You think you and the rest of these sewer rats can waltz in and use it for free? Not without paying us a little protection money on the side.
But I can't.
Well, that's a shame. But I'm betting you have another form of collateral you can pay me with. I could have sworn you were just a kid the last time I saw you. But I see these are grown up really nice. Don't be afraid. Let's see what we've got here. What? A guy from the army?
Totally my bad. I'm guessing you wanted first crack at those sweater kittens, right?
Well, now I'm not sure that I want to now that I'm all embarrassed. Wait just a... Who the hell are you anyway?
Oh, well, what's your name, honey? You're pretty cute, you know that. Have you been in town long, sweetness?
You think you can muscle in on my action and get away with it?
Attention! We are Army Intelligence, State Section 3. The following order has been issued by the Empire. The Pumpkin Scissors have been instructed to lead you out of the city's aquifers.
Pumpkin what? I thought we already had a deal with the Army brass.
Now hang on a second there, Army girl. If you force us out of here, we ain't gonna have nowhere else to go.
I understand your concerns, but this isn't an eviction. Follow us. We'll take you to a newly authorized state-run farm. You'll have a chance to get on your feet by working there.
Hey, you know, she could be right. We should go with her, Bert.
Guess those Army guys ain't half bad after all.
When all of you are ready to leave, just follow my men.
Good luck, Thomas.
What gives, Max? We gonna let the army get away with this?
Yeah, let them do whatever they want to do.
Yeah, but if the boss finds out about this... We should have a truck out here to help you in a minute, sir.
Don't sweat it. Those refugees only think they're leaving the waterways and getting work. See what I mean? Talk about the devil long enough, he finally shows up.
We can live when there's sunshine again. Please, Dad. Don't you want to leave? Come on! Don't even think about giving up on me now.
Lieutenant?
What is it?
Well, we got a bunch of folks over there that are being kind of stubborn, saying that they don't want to leave the tunnels with us.
What? Why wouldn't it?
It'll be all right. Let's go, okay?
What's gotten into them?
Hey, nobody calls for you pumpkin whatevers to show up. Now get the hell off our property before we run you out of here for good, you freaking Army brats. You had your share of fun messing with us during the war, but I think you guys better go find some other place to go play soldier. You know what's good for you. What the hell?
Hey, get off the Mercury!
Get this
Looks like I found a good reason to be here. And you owe me an explanation.
You better explain yourself! What's you yelling about this time, Major? Don't act stupid with me, Captain! I'm talking about the waterworks! Waterworks? We did relocate some refugees from there. You and your cheery little unit could have found other refugees to relocate. Section 1 was already conducting a classified investigation in that area. Oh. Well then. I guess your top-notch investigators from Section 1 already knew about this, didn't they? Investigating Himmel isn't one of Section 3's responsibilities. We need those refugees working, not under the street doing Himmel. Not Section 3's job, Major. We need to crush that drug trade. Now. So what did you do with the waterworks man your people brought in? He's being interrogated, Major. Maybe you shouldn't be so violent with him.
Isn't there supposed to be a law against beating up your prisoners? Aren't you soldiers supposed to have a code of honor? Well,
Lowlife like you runs a drug and extortion racket, and you dare insult the honor of the Imperial Army? You know nothing about honor!
Just listen to me for a minute. Ever since the war ended, the Mule Waterworks Company has been an important financial sponsor of the Army, Captain.
I'm sorry, but it appears as if one of my employees has caused you some difficulty. I'm Albert Mignon, humble president of the Waterworks.
Why was he released, Captain?
The man's boss caved down here and posted his bail. He's still entitled to due process. We have to let
That bail money. It's stained with the blood of the people he victimized. Excuse me.
So you can just march in there? Looks like I need to remind you that we can't go around arresting civilians for violation of city ordinances.
State Section 3 pumpkin scissors stands ready for duty, sir. And as part of that duty, we really should be getting back to our mission. Let's move those expatriate refugees to the state-run farm.
give it a rest, old-timer. I got plenty of other customers. What? Oh, great.
About the establishment of the state-run agricultural commune, we will now guide the refugees to the new place of work. Huh? What the heck's going on?
You people aren't very bright, are you? What are you trying to prove anyway? I'll be out of jail and back by the end of the day, Klein Fraulein.
Then I'll keep on coming down here to get you, Schweinhund.
We're losing customers and incurring unnecessary expenses. Don't you have any brains at all?
We really are grateful to you for our jobs with the company. Even when we
get caught, you always manage to get us released the same day.
Morons! That's because I can't trust a single one of you to keep your mouths shut. And before you know it, the army would have enough evidence to put me in prison.
No way, sir. We never betray you to those guys in the army like that. We were nothing but a bunch of punks on the street before you helped us, sir.
Is that right? Well, now I need you dear boys to do something to help me out in turn.
Yeah, sure. You can count on us. We'll do it. Anything you need, you got. Right, guys? Absolutely.
Excellent. Use these to swap those miserable army flies, will you?
Whoa. This isn't a surplus gun. It's brand new.
Look at all these bullets, will ya?
But how did the boss get guns like these?
I'm counting on you, boy.
Right away, sir. Let's do this, guys. Sir!
That's the last I'll ever see of those which means it's time for this.
Hey there! You in? Hans? Hans! Listening to me? Hey! I have an assignment for you. Do you understand?
Well, I guess the dealers are around today, Lieutenant.
Yeah, it'd be fine by me if those jerks just called it a day permanently, you know what I mean?
We're not done. Skirmishing line. Fire! Come on!
How's our flank?
Well, looks like we lost the goon squad. Good work, big guy. You know that big carcass of yours really comes in handy sometimes. Right? Hey, are you doing okay there?
Did one of those bullets hit you?
No, ma'am. Sorry I made you worry. Damn you. I'm in Section 3 now.
I just noticed something, Lieutenant. Wow, they're guns. Those rifles look brand new to me. And in the hands of private security guards?
That's not good at all. We've seen that somewhere before.
We have. Where, Lieutenant?
Don't worry about it. Let's just get the heck out of here, okay? Martin, brakes!
Right. Yes, ma'am.
What's wrong, ma'am? Lieutenant!
I know I've had this sensation before, but where?
Lieutenant, are you alright?
Yeah. It was you, wasn't it? I felt the same thing the first time I met you.
Ma'am! We've got company.
Reinforcements.
long time ago?
Okay, so why weren't they?
I really wish I had the answer, Aurelio. When you shoot someone with a rifle, at least the body has a chance of going into shock before the pain hits. A flamethrower makes someone feel searing pain and smell their own burning flesh. That's why I thought the Empire banned them.
Apparently not.
I'm cold. I'm so cold.
What are we going to do? Lieutenant?
I'm still cold. So you're going to burn.
Wonder what's up with the Captain Nemo outfit.
Probably to protect him from his own flamethrower.
His flamethrower? That's not good.
But weren't those taken out of inventory a long time ago?
Okay, so why weren't they?
I really wish I had the answer, Aurelio. A flamethrower makes someone feel searing pain and smell their own burning flesh. That's why I thought the Empire banned them.
Apparently not.
I'm cold. I'm still cold. So you're going to burn. Let's all burn together.
Whatever you do, don't stop driving, you think?
Burn for me. Let my heart be warm. Just for a little while.
It's getting way too hot here, people!
That fuel's waterproof?
He's trying to keep us from getting out of here, and he's doing a good job.
That guy's completely nuts! Huh? Isn't he hot under all that?
All right, defeat me if you wish to pass, Izzet. I accept your challenge.
He isn't challenging you! Calm down!
Let me go, damn it! He wants a fight, well, I'm gonna get him one!
I found them! They're over here! Good God, that's one hell of a fire.
Hey, that was pretty good, buddy. Of course, if I knew the boss had you up his sleeve, I might have taken the day off or something. What a kidder that guy is. Huh? What the?
What the hell does he think he's doing? That's it! Take him down!
Everyone dies. No one gets out alive. Those are my orders.
Don't give up on me, man!
Hold it right there! You... haven't you killed enough?
That lantern of yours. Have you heard of the 908? 908 was my unit. 901. You are my...
Oland! Stop playing around! It's either you or him, so shoot already!
You and I are brothers in arms, 901.
No, I'm not 901 anymore.
What in the world are they talking about?
What? The hell's going on? These weren't here just a minute ago.
Burn us or drown us! Make up your mind! It's coming down this tunnel too, Lieutenant!
Get away from those spillways! Oland, watch out! Oland!
I'm not. I'm still... I can't be.
Back among the living, I see.
Lieutenant. The team.
We all made it back. Don't worry about it.
That's really good to hear.
So, Oland, what were you and that man with the flamethrower talking about?
It was nothing, really.
Okay. All right. I should probably get out of here and make sure you get some rest.
Thank you for spending the time with me.
Goodbye, Oland. And get well soon, okay?
So you're saying they tried to kill us, boss?
There's no doubt about it in my mind. What with the negative impact on our sales lately?
That's crazy! They didn't have to do something like that to us! Bastards!
I'll take care of it, dear boy. You and your men get back to moving that product.
Damn it all! The hell do they think they are?
As much as it pains me, I guess you simpletons are still working for me.
What's this? Still among the living, I see.
You were Kaplan's assistant, right?
Actually, Corporal, I am Kaplan now. 908, of course. I remember them well, definitely. I developed the protective fluid for their body armor.
The protective fluid?
There was a problem getting 908 out of the lab and into the battlefield. No matter what kind of body armor we designed, the demolition flamethrowers injured the troops using them as well. So, I postulated the use of an insulating fluid inside the armor and pressure suits that would protect the soldiers inside, keeping them safe during combat.
Did the fluid actually protect them?
Of course not. We had to think of something, or they wouldn't wear the suits again. The protective fluid is nothing more than a narcotic agent. It stops them from feeling the damage being done to their bodies. The only skin that poor boy has now is his pressure suit.
Are you telling me he doesn't even know he's crippling himself with that weapon?
908s were the Altschmied Jäger, the one-eyed Krementors. Altschmied the blacksmith was a one-eyed, one-legged fire god. Republic legends called him Ipon Datara. He was the god of drought, destroyer of crops, and probably forgot what water was.
You think they're actually gonna show up, Lieutenant? I wouldn't after yesterday.
There they are! You're under arrest for narcotics trafficking, Mets!
Out again.
After them! Stop them! Seize the suspects and impound the evidence, gentlemen! Stop! Freeze!
Don't you guys have anything better to do? I don't know if you're Pumpkin or Pompkin or whatever, but it's a really stupid name, you know? I know all about you. I mean, come on, other units in the army are making fun of you guys. What are you easygoing punks accomplishing anyway?
Here you go.
3 cubes of sugar, please.
Get him whatever he wants.
You're free to leave.
Well, can't say it hasn't been fun. I'm sorry, looks like that coffee's going to waste, Toots. It's on me next time. See ya.
These were delivered to our wardroom this morning. Looks like a warning to me. Hit a snag in the investigation.
Ralph Smythen. All right. So why'd you get them, Monks?
Most people don't know the difference between Section 1 and 3.
I suppose thanking you is in order.
There's something you're not telling me. Section 1 is the War Ministry's top public safety organization. You've seen the evidence, but you're still investigating while we've been down there arresting the dealers. Playing nice, Conrad?
Hardly. Excuse me, Captain.
Major Connery.
Sir, our unit searched everywhere you told us to. However, we still couldn't find the documents, sir. So what documents were you looking for, Connery? It's always a game with you.
You're gonna try and revoke his bail?
I'd rather give this a try than just keep on arresting him. I'm not sure it's really going to work, though.
Good grief. I feel for the LT, you know what I mean? Stop!
What is it? Huh?
Hey, Marielle!
Okay, don't scare me like that.
I thought it was you.
Hi.
You remember me, don't you? I'm the guy who gallantly saved you from those waterworks guys and only asked for your name in return. I am Sub-Lieutenant Oreldo.
Oh, yes. I remember you. You tried to touch me and had a creepy look in your eye.
Huh? I'm weak, I know it.
Listen, it's okay, really.
Huh? Well, thank goodness. You cut your hair, didn't you? Oh, you're even cuter than last time, you know? Huh?
Well, I'm glad to hear it. I can't believe the man is giving me a compliment. So, the way I had them cut my hair, it really looks okay to you?
You are absolutely beautiful, Marielle.
Marielle, I'm sorry.
Well, there's your down payment. Take it, old man. The rest will be a loan, okay?
What the hell are you doing?
Isn't it obvious? I'm buying your daughter. You need cash to feed your Himmel habit, don't you, old man?
I'm no fool, damn it. What kind of father would sell his girl like that?
Yeah, right, Pops. She's already selling off her hair for you. Self-sacrifice just gets me all hot and bothered. You're one lucky dad, you know that? Makes me wonder what else she has for sale.
What are you doing, Geraldo? Stop it! Stop!
That's over the top.
Time for the main event, people. You don't mind if we do this here, do you?
No! Stop it!
Shut up! You're my property now, and I'll get those clothes off.
No! Stop it! Stop it, I said!
Huh?
This chick's pretty hot. Let me have a piece of that.
Dude, what the heck? You are so on your own.
Oh man, that was beyond lame.
Maybe... Get out of here! You can't watch the show for free, you know! That's right, you're all penniless, aren't you? You can't see the show if you're broke, people! No working, no money, right? What a bunch of losers you guys are!
And let the show start, Ringmaster. Pull up a seat, Pops. I'll let you watch for free.
No, stop it!
Get off of her, you bastard!
Sure. Now you decide to act like a father. Everyone here knows you'll be begging me for this deal tomorrow. Looks like you'll always be a junkie old-timer. Can the hero crap.
Shut up! I lost everything during the war. You don't know a damn thing about me! Marielle is the only part of my life that hasn't been taken away!
We're not losers, you stuck-up sons of bitches. You got something else smart to say?
Yeah!
We'll work, damn it! We can start right now if we wanted to! What do you think of that? We're gonna work!
I'll do anything for my daughter, even getting out of this dump! I'm not a junkie, you hear? The hell are you grinning at? You better listen to me, boy! I can work anytime! You hear me?
Hey, boss? Are you here? Hey, Mr. Mian? Huh? Mr. Mian? hell are you doing here?
What's all this?
Looks like they've been fighting.
We beat each other up, Lieutenant.
Captain, someone's here who wants to testify in the Himmel investigation,
Testify?
sir.
So anyway, once every 2 weeks, the boss clears out the office and threatens to fire anyone who comes back. And the next day, we usually have a new inventory of product to sell. I'm not sure, but I think that's the day his supplier comes in.
Lieutenant!
Right. If we catch Mian at the drop-off point, we've got him. When's the next Himmel shipment coming in? Tell me.
It's probably gonna be tonight. I was just a punk on the street. No job, no future, no hope at all. I used to have to steal food just to stay alive. I didn't want to, but it was the only way I could eat. I was down and living like a rat. Mr. Mian, he took me off the street. Me and all the other guys I worked with were just like me. I knew he was using us, but I really didn't care. I guess guys like me always have to live like rats, right? Right now, I'm selling out the only friends I have and sneaking behind their backs. I guess the only thing I'm good for is scurrying around on the streets and sewers looking for someone else to turn my back on, right? I'm always gonna be a goddamn lowlife. And I'll never be anything except a rat.
No, you're not.
Huh?
You've become a pair of scissors.
I'm a scissor?
That's right. Use of force, abuse of power, stockpiles of money. These are the layers of protection that Albert Mian has woven around himself to make the post-war period worse for people like you. By coming forward, you are the blade that sliced through all of those layers of corruption, Metz. From this day forward, don't ever think that you'll never have a chance to make your life better. You understand? Even a rat's fangs are sharp. We're moving out!
From one mild butt kicking to a severe butt kicking. Great.
Wait! Aren't you gonna arrest me?
Sorry, but the drug deal's first. Just go ahead and turn yourself into the police for me, if you would, please. You ready to go?
Yes, ma'am.
You gotta be kidding. Turn myself in? What the hell makes you think I'm not gonna run? Damn it. I just can't.
Alice.
Huh?
I know you need all your people, but I have to borrow Relda for a little while. I've got a job for him.
You mean
You got
me?
a friend in Section 1, am I right? Huh? Off the record.
Uh-huh. We're all set. What's that?
I'm settling this tonight for the last time.
Lieutenant?
Huh?
If we come across the high-temperature trooper again, I'd like your permission to engage him, ma'am. Please, Lieutenant.
Negative, Oland.
Huh?
You're hiding something from me, and I don't appreciate it.
But, Lieutenant, shouldn't I be the...
No, you shouldn't. I'll handle it this time. Section 3, it's time to roll out!
Roger!
We've been expecting you, emissary. All of us stand in humble and silent service to the Silver Wheel.
You. Haven't you killed enough?
That lantern of yours. Have you heard of the 908?
What? Burn us or drown us! Make up your mind!
Get away from those spillways! Olin, watch out!
908? Of course. I developed the protective fluid for their body armor.
The protective fluid?
The protective fluid is nothing more than a narcotic agent. It stops them from feeling the damage being done to their bodies. The only skin that poor boy has now is his precious suit.
Are you telling me he doesn't even know he's crippling himself with that weapon? Lieutenant? If we come across the high-temperature trooper again, I'd like your permission to engage him, ma'am. Please, Lieutenant.
Emissary, you honor us. I serve, the Silver Wheel with all humility. Yes. We all serve the Silver...
Mio.
Sir?
That greeting is reserved for the exclusive use of our membership. I thought I had explained that to you previously.
Oh, forgive me.
Hans, I trust all is well with you. We are having you perform a rather menial task.
You gave me a place to belong. I am grateful.
Yeah, you trust all is well? What's your fascination with that walking can of garbage? I'm running the underground Himmel trade for you and keeping those government officials off your back with forged paperwork!
Are you fishing for praise, Mio?
Oh, I humbly apologize, sir.
Then please, stick to the assignments we've already given you. This is your quota for the next fortnight. We will remain happy as long as you continue distributing Himmel per our instructions. But for now, I bid you farewell. Hans, look after Mr. Mion and keep him safe, please.
Did either of you hear a gunshot just now?
No, I didn't hear any gunshots, Lieutenant.
Oland, we'll talk about it later.
But Lieutenant, listen.
Get us on the road now, Mardis.
Roger.
You can fight him, okay?
Lieutenant!
But can you shoot him? For some reason, I just have this feeling you'll hesitate again.
901. You are mine.
Oland! Stop playing around! It's either you or him, so shoot Oland!
You and I are brothers in arms, 901.
No, I'm not 901 anymore.
Well, Oland?
Lieutenant, I'll fight him. Trust me.
Don't move! Don't move, I said! I said don't move, didn't I? I usually have my men leave us alone, but I finally want to see some results from you. Got it?
What kind of results?
You'll know what kind. I've done more than enough to merit a recommendation from you to the people you answer to. And you're not leaving until you promise me that! A place in the Silver Wheel Society.
What in the hell are you talking about, boss?
Let's just kill him and get it over with.
That sorry son of a bitch tried to burn us all to death in the underground.
Just who in the hell is this guy anyway, Mr. Mion? And what's the deal with the guy in the mask and the trench coat, huh?
Yeah, and they opened the spillways and tried to drown us. That's what you said, right, Mr. Mion?
I say we make cat food out of both of them!
Wait! Don't be rash! Emissary, I'm waiting for my answer. And they shoot if I'm not satisfied. What's it gonna be?
My friend, I truly apologize for making you waste your talents in a place like this. I really do.
Huh? What do you mean by that? I'm still waiting for my answer from you. Hey, I'm the one who's giving your orders now, Hans. And you better do just as I say. I want you to use that flamethrower to burn this arrogant bastard down where he stands. Do it right now!
Hans, your mission from the Society is still the protection of Mr. Mion and his assets.
Understood. I swore I would honor your commands above everyone else's.
That's a good boy. Compared to you, these people are unintelligent, ill-mannered, and hardly worth the effort. Incompetence is a sin.
I'm sorry.
You may thank me for culling these incompetents from your ranks later. You wanted results, Mion, and now you have them.
Kill him! Shut up! And put that gun down!
But, sir!
Please, emissary, sir, I beg you to stop. Forgive my insolence. It won't happen again. No.
Very well. I shall see you in 2 weeks.
You're actually going to forgive me, emissary?
I merely wish to silence those with careless tongues.
Oh, thank you, emissary. I will perform my duties to the fullest. I will serve faithfully and without question, but please keep everything that happened here a secret.
Are you sure about this, Mr. Mion? Aren't we going to waste unless we fight back, sir?
Just be grateful we managed to save our skins this time. I should have known better than to go against him like that. I should have known better. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Documents, you say?
Yeah, that's right. Any chance you might know anything about it?
I don't know about any documents, but they always told us we had to carry one of these around all the time.
But this is...
Hey, boss! Something strange is going on.
Welcome back, Mr. Areldo. Hey! Is that lipstick on your face? What the heck? You were supposed to be gathering...
Section 1 just sent out their first field platoon, sir. And they're battle ready.
Well, that'll remind me to never accuse Connery of playing nice again. He just called out the #1 sword of the Empire, Claymore 1. This investigation just became a war.
Hey, what's that noise?
No, they've sent Claymore 1 after us.
Find the documents! Eliminate all opposition! Opposition confirmed. Eliminate it! Unable to confirm location of the documents!
No documents here either, sir.
Oh, they're right there.
I can't take it.
Hey, you! Where are the documents?
No!
Move it! Opposition confirmed. Eliminate it!
missing rounds! Hurry!
Why did you protect me?
Protecting you is my mission. Get to your feet quickly. They will be coming soon.
Who are they?
Lieutenant! What's going on here? Help me! Damn. What the? An elite reconnaissance unit? Against security guards?
Who's there? Section 3? Don't you idiots have a soup kitchen to run somewhere?
You're on our objective, Lieutenant. Turn that vehicle around.
Martis.
Those guys are from Claymore 1, ma'am.
Move out!
I'm moving! Stop the car! Get a message back to headquarters. We have an intruder breach. Opposing forces of State Section 3. Requesting authorization to eliminate.
Stop this killing now! I demand to see your platoon leader!
Corporal! Hold your fire! We don't have permission to engage!
Go after him, Martis. He said he'd fight if he had to. And Mion should be there, next to whoever he's fighting with. Find him and arrest him.
What about you?
These gentlemen need a lesson in etiquette. Don't worry. Go.
Lieutenant!
Go, I said!
You're pretty sure yourself, aren't you? Your rank and titles aren't gonna help you here.
Lieutenant.
You know, I'm really not sure what it is that's making me feel this way, but I think the Corporal has finally learned to trust me today.
Good luck.
The truth of the matter is, ever since you joined our unit, Corporal, we pumpkin scissors have been up to our necks in battle. So much for peaceful and easygoing. The 13 Grand Noble Houses of the Empire were originally honored for their distinguished service to our country. The Emperor's name for House Malvin is Lei, the one who splashes. Lei! In ancient times, it was also the name given to the knights who ripped open the forward skirmishing lines with their blades. Come and get me, cowards!
Corporal!
Martis, it's you.
Have you seen Mion anywhere?
I haven't, sir, but I've double-checked all of the possible escape routes from the mansion to the outside. That only leaves the underground aquifers unchecked.
Back down in the tunnels. Let's make this quick.
Wait, sir. Afraid I've been careless. I shouldn't have left the Lieutenant all the way back there against all those men, sir.
If you really trust her, don't worry about it. Our platoon leader can take care of herself. The Lieutenant's a noble, as well as a soldier, Oland. And that means they can't just shoot her without getting authorization from the brass first. Even that hothead Conry's gotta sit on his hands for at least an hour while the General Staff looks it over. We've got at least an hour to get back up there. She'll probably be exhausted, fighting the Claymores by herself, but as long as she doesn't resist, she'll be fine. The question is, will she lay down her weapon and just let them arrest her? I doubt it. Alice Lane Malvin will swing that sword at any evil that crosses her path, and she isn't going to drop it for anyone. Descendant of the Calvary Knights of the Empire. She'll keep on fighting till the bitter end, for honor, truth, and justice. Even if it kills her.
Boss! More news for Section 1.
Are you moonlighting at a kissing booth or something?
Will you put a sock in it for a change? The General Staff just came back to work.
The General Staff?
Connery's been yapping with the G2 Chief of Staff ever since their dog came back from the Millon estate.
I guess Alice couldn't leave well enough alone. Bet it means their OIC is looking for permission to eliminate her.
Eliminate her, sir? We're in the same army.
If Connery sent in Claymore 1, you better believe he'd do that too.
But that's just...
So what do we do, boss?
Me and Connery should have a chat.
Corporal Randall Oland. Thank you, my friend, for this battlefield you've given me.
I'm back.
Where have you been? It's late, ma'am.
Take that to the analysis team.
What is it?
Samples from a test subject. Blood, skin, hair, nails. I took them during a medical examination.
I see. So these belong to 901?
Well now, I'm sure that by tomorrow, if it's 901 or 908, we'll have some new samples to keep us busy, won't we?
He said he'd fight if he had to. And Neon should be there, next to whoever he's fighting with. Find him and arrest him.
What about you?
These gentlemen need a lesson in etiquette. Corporal Randall Oland. Thank you, my friend, for this battlefield you've given me.
Those army bastards are going to pay for this. I'll show them they can't cross me. And as far as you're concerned, Hans, you're going to do exactly what I tell you to this time. Are you even listening to me, you walking fishbowl? You better answer me right now. Hans! Hans!
Hey, Hans! Oh, was that a day or what?
Boy! Man, I'm looking forward to getting out of this armor.
And now that the war is over, leaving it off for good, right, guys? Looks like someone wants to keep on wearing his armor. Take it off, helmet head!
Sorry, I'm having trouble getting it off. And not the first time we heard that one, right, guys?
You don't mean he's a cherry boy?
Yep, his sour button's still as limp as sauerkraut. Sauerkraut, cherry boy. Hey, come on out, the air's fine.
Slow ass cherry boy.
Hey, man, what the hell? Did you do something to cut your face?
My face! My face!
Oh, crap! My arm! What the hell is happening to my arm? My back!
Whatever you do, don't take that suit off. Unless you want it.
What the hell's wrong with you? I will die. They all died.
You know, you really give me the heebie-jeebies. It's time to get up and move that slow ass of yours.
That's exactly what my comrades told me right before they died. I'm so cold.
Olet, she's fine. Trust me. Huh? She has to be. She's fighting the Claymore so the two of us can do our job. She's trusting us, Corporal. You and I need to do the same thing right now. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Damn, why is she kicking our butts like this? Because you're not paying attention, soldier.
What do you mean, sir?
That weapon is a double-bladed cavalry sword known as a mani. It was invented so a cavalry knight could attack from both sides of his mount without sticking his horse's neck. A swordsman or a pikesman with a single blade was vulnerable on his unarmed side. But the mani restored the shock value of the mounted horseman, and its sheer weight could batter opponents without a direct hit from the blade.
But isn't a weapon that large?
Made for a woman? Hardly. Just what I'd expect from a mouth.
We don't have the termination order yet, idiot!
Imagine that. Captain Hunks visiting me for a change. And I'm supposing you want me to stop Claymore 1? Don't make me laugh. You don't recall a unit like Claymore when you have a victory like this in your grasp, Hunks. Section 1 has been planning and waiting for 3 months for the opportunity...
The opportunity to find this, maybe? A map of the aquifers, along with population and where they're located. It's like the Army's topographic department put this together. Turns out it's the city's entire Himmel market.
The underground population, Captain. How many do you think there really are?
I couldn't guess. But it's probably not limited to just the 100 or 200 we've seen.
That's barely the beginning of it. Our aquifer system has so many people living in it right now that they could elect their own mayor and start another city. The stragglers you found on the outer boundaries are just the ones who are afraid of the dark. They might actually be worth your help.
Connery, you got a heart of gold.
Well, I have to admit, yours is nicer. These little notebooks are part of an information network that spells out the age, sex, build, and overall health of any and every Himmel buyer down there. Little gold mines of information. And that's not even the beginning of it. That information comes from somewhere, and I want to know where. Imagine the power that having all that information at our disposal would give the Army, Captain. The value of that information is unimaginable.
Are you suggesting that we take over the Himmel trade, Major?
National defense funding has been in the toilet since the end of the war. And whether you like the idea or not, we have to find the money.
So that's what all this is, your idea of finding money.
I'm doing my job as the commander of Section 1, Captain.
Section 3 has a job, and it doesn't include pushing dope on people.
You should probably know, if you don't already, that I've requested a Fire on Friendlies authorization to complete this mission. And I don't think the General Staff really gives a hoot in hell if your little Contessa gets caught in the crossfire or not.
It's not too surprising, but you really haven't thought this all the way through, have you, Major? Beyond isn't getting his Himmel from just anybody.
Surely there can't be more than 1 or 2, Captain.
That's right. Now ask yourself what kind of organization we're dealing with. You think they're just drug dealing? Only information brokers keep records like that. Still want to mess with them? Are these the same people handing over next-generation weapons to people who can't even shoot straight? I do have an idea if you're willing to listen.
Yeah, what kind of idea?
Promise me you won't fire on my people. Sign this document, and I'll share the rest of my information about Beyond Supplier.
that termination order?
Having trouble, are we? You deserve a lot of credit for handling Amani that long. But I'd expect nothing less from a Malvin, really. Swinging that heavy blade finally caught up with you. Let's finish this! You really thought of everything, didn't you? I guess I should be impressed. A vain battle with no honor to protect, and you're still fighting the good fight. I wonder, do you remember the role of the male lion in the hunt, Lieutenant Malvin? Flushing out the prey while the lionesses attack the stragglers.
Damn it. He's got more squads down there? Oland! Martis!
What the devil's wrong with you? Spit it out! You and your attacks! I've had enough! We keep on having to stop like this every time you have a flashback. Those army bastards are going to end up killing both of us, you know that? Now get over it and get over it now!
Hey, Oland, can you hit them from all the way over there?
I can guarantee a kill shot, but I thought we were supposed to arrest Mr. Meon, sir.
I guess we've got to find a way to get closer.
Mr. Martis.
And that's less deadly?
Concussion grenades. A non-lethal design, Lieutenant. Throw it, and it should give me a chance to attack while they're disoriented.
I said, get moving, you idiot!
If this works, I should be able to take him down in close quarters.
3, 2, 1. Get on your feet! You better get that slow ass moving or I'll tell the emissary you failed me!
I'm fine. It's stopped for now.
You'd probably made better time if you weren't wearing that heavy suit.
I would die, sir.
Huh?
Removing this pressure suit will kill me. Every trooper's body of the 908 who took their armor off fell apart before they died. I really don't have a choice about it, Mr. Meon. I thought I could after the ceasefire, but for the last 3 years, this suit has let me eat, breathe, and pass my waste. This suit is my life, and this is how my life will always be. That's just how it is.
Oland! Please stand down, 908. It doesn't have to be like that.
Oh, damn it, they found us!
I know someone who can help you out, 908. Her name is Kalplin, and she helps me all the time. She has to be able to help. She just has to.
My body lost its heat when I put this armor on. All its warmth. It happened to my heart, too. No more heat. No more warmth. The only thing I didn't lose was the cold. I was warm when my comrades were with me. But they're gone, 901. I miss them, 901. So badly. I want to see them again, 901. When I see the flames, I see my friends. And that's why I burn people, 901. Can you understand? My friends and I were the masters of those flames. When I burn people, the heat returns to my heart. For a little while. Burn with me, 901.
Oland, get down!
He detonated it with a fireball.
Oland! What's that light?
A ghostly light that draws you to your doom, Mr. Meon. A will-o'-the-wisp. And they are heralded by the blue light of the will-o'-the-wisp. Dispensed Jaeger.
Oh.
stopping everything. Water won't put my flames out. You lose, 901.
He got another damn hand grenade!
You're ignorant. I'll detonate it like the last one.
He doesn't have the strength to throw it.
He just blew himself up? What an overgrown meathead!
Negative. He's not dead.
Huh?
Oh, I can't believe it. How could any man possibly survive? Did he just throw away his napalm clothes to save his life?
Why didn't you finish me off, 901?
When we first met, I remember you telling me that we were comrades, 908.
He's not moving, men. Aim carefully.
Comrades?
Yeah.
You and I, we are comrades, aren't we, 901?
Ceasefire! Hey, did Mion get caught in the crossfire?
Yeah, don't know who shot him though.
We all serve the Silver Wheel.
Marcus, are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. It's good to see you made it.
Looks like you've wasted a trip, Lieutenant. We've got this one.
Randall!
I see. Tell everyone to take some time off, Lily. I could have sworn the war ended 3 years ago. So why in the hell are we coming up with more reasons to shoot at each other?
Oh, Chief, I'm so glad I finally caught up with you. I just had a chance to look over this 6-year-old research project of yours. This protective fluid is incredible. An anesthetic, and it also acts as a substitute for cutaneous respiration. Just think of all those unfortunate people with skin injuries and burns. Your research could help them.
Throw it away, it's useless.
Huh? Are you sure of that?
It was a promising failure, that's all.
Oh, what's that?
Welcome back, my little darling from the 908, to Calplin's genetic table.
Ever since that incident with the Waterworks Company, the morale in this unit has hit an all-time low. And his morale is the worst. The corporal's been absolutely beside himself. Enough is enough! I guess it's up to me to raise their morale. So here's the plan. We get everybody in the unit to learn a motivational dance. This might be the one thing to break the morale crisis. Plan A. I'm calling this one the Lunatic Two-Step. I worked all morning to get the timing right, so it should get morale going again in no time. However, Merc, the risk of my being mortally embarrassed by this exercise is too dangerous to mention. And that's why I've sequestered both of us here in this highly secret test site. You got me? Let's do this. Whoa. Pa, 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 pumpkin. La, 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 pumpkin. Scissors! Scissors! Let's go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Touch the heart and let it go. If it's love or if it's war, it's all worth fighting for. Catch that heart, catch it and release. Oh God, Merc. If anyone actually saw me doing that, I'd be completely mortified. Huh? 13-10 hours. Plan A? Torpedoed. Plan B it is. Operation Ask Men About Men. Engage! So what advice do you have, sir?
What? Just give him some space. He ought to be fine.
You're too loud.
What the heck is this about, anyway?
As a senior NCO, I have a responsibility to help Corporal Oland improve his morale.
Right.
And you'd be perfect to help with Plan B.
Plan B?
Plan A didn't turn out quite the way I wanted it to.
So, what are you asking me for help for, anyway? I'm trying to relax.
Exactly. No one understands personal comfort like you do. Slacking off and avoiding work are your finest qualities.
That's right. She sure got you there, Sir Slack-a-lot.
Right, and what we need right now is some good old-fashioned slack-a-lashing.
Hey, big guy. Follow me, will ya?
Huh? Yes, sir. Where to?
This little place I know.
Okay.
I knew you'd know the right thing to do, Sub-Lieutenant. It's just perfect, right? Now you two just go out and have a dandy time. Wait, what kind of place is it anyway?
Well, it's the kind of place that any man leaves smiling. Okay.
Don't you even think it, mister! 13:30 hours. Plan B, carpet bombed. Good grief, you're nothing but a leecher. You know that, Areldo?
If you're going to insult me, get your terminology straight.
It's sexual harassment!
Whatever, half pint.
What was that?
Hey, take it easy,
There he is.
I'll show you, half pint.
Oh, what now?
Of course, Mr. Martis. What was I thinking? Asking a jerk like Areldo for advice was a big mistake. But Mr. Martis is always so respectful and kind, and he's always pulling his own weight as opposed to that Areldo. Yep, that's Mr. Martis. Never yanking anyone's chain or jerking around when there's work to be done. And he always finishes so fast, too. You're not a jerker! No, sir, Mr. Martis. I bet you've never jerked anyone in your life! Huh? Low morale.
Listen, if this is your idea of fixing morale, then just give it a rest, all right?
Hey,
Excuse me, please.
are you all right, Corporal?
Hold it there, big guy. I don't know what you did down there, but that whole Mian thing was rough on all of us. You know what I mean? We carried out our mission and shut down the Himmel distribution network, and you were a big part of it. So what are you looking so defeated for?
You're not a jerker.
Shut up and eat your weenie.
There was someone I couldn't save.
Okay, fine. How many do we have to save? How many, Command Corporal Major?
That was mean, Areldo.
Well. Carrying on like a bunch of kids in the mess hall. Had to be Section 3, right?
Oh, hi, Ron. What, is Section 1 slumming today?
Easy, Randall. There's Section 1, but not Claymore 1.
Ah, if that's your idea of an insult, it's not working. It's true, I'm not in Claymore 1. Behold the curved swords of intelligence! The mighty double Showtail platoon! We get past the enemy's defenses using superior intellect and cunning. Our strike is like that of the curved Showtail. The sting of a hornet, if you will. And nobody does it better.
You know this guy?
He was a jackass at the academy, too. Anyway, what in the world were all of you just carrying on about? The peaceful and easygoing Section 3 shouldn't be having internal problems when Section 1's defending the Army's prestige on a daily basis, you know. What is it you do again? War relief? I bet you've saved a whole 5 or 10 latrines, haven't you?
Mr. Areldo?
It's getting stuffy over here.
Where are you going, Areldo? Aw, the biggest mouth in Section 3 is taking his ball and running away. No!
Special attack! Full pumpkin scissors!
What the?
You! Shame on you for attacking the weak!
Okay, first of all, I'm not weak. And please tell me you didn't just give that attack a name. Oh, boy. What? What's that look for?
Sorry about that, sir. I guess I didn't realize just how depressed you were, too.
Huh? Is that right, sir?
Enough about him already.
Hey.
Section 3 doesn't take insults lightly, Sub-Lieutenant Big Mouth. I'd be drafting my apology in triplicate if I were you, or risk feeling the pumpkin scissors again.
Okay, then. I think it's time we taught you a little lesson, you little brat.
Pumpkin scissors! Did you see that?
No, and apparently you didn't either.
He's out, man. Look at him.
Surrounded, outnumbered.
I'm okay.
Fine. Come and get me!
Shut up, damn it.
Any ideas?
Running's a good idea. Let's go, killer! I'm not getting my face banged up over a matter of principle.
Hey. The corporal, sir!
Back off, damn it! Turn around, try to someone who's fresh out of the hospital, assholes!
This isn't good at all.
Place your bets before the window closes, people. A bet on Section 3 is 16-1.
Lieutenant Webner!
Hey, Four Eyes. Got some good shines for me?
A betting pool, Lieutenant? Isn't that against regulations or something?
Ladies gotta make a mark somewhere, kid. Besides, I just had a chat with Connery. Major Disaster had armored cars on his mind. Don't worry. I didn't tell him the big man had anything to do with stopping it. Seemed to me at the time that he was more interested in the guys inside.
The operatives. Why is he worried about them now, huh?
Don't know. And one other thing. You've got a fight to finish.
Yes, ma'am!
Hold it, little britches. You're easily here by now.
Freeze! Get your hands where I can see you.
Please.
You're all under arrest. Stay where you are.
Too bad the fight's a draw. House keeps the kitty till next time.
Guess I really shouldn't have bet my paycheck on Martis, huh?
That's pretty fair compensation if you ask me. You know my chat with Connery wasn't all that friendly, right?
That woman from the motor pool, Webner. I thought she'd be easier to crack.
Our resident motor officer used to be in classified weapons research. If she can stand up to the enemy's torture, she can stand ours. So, with all that out in the open, Was anything she said useful?
Meaning, did we learn anything else about the waterworks incident, sir?
Yeah.
This is just my opinion. But the guns we recovered from Meon's men were fully automatic. Ammunition didn't match either the West's or the Republic's chamber specs. We only managed to confiscate 300 rounds during the engagement, but there wasn't a misfire or a wildcat round in the whole lot. And that can only mean one thing. Someone is mass-producing these weapons.
And meanwhile, our boys are stuck shooting back with bolt-action rifles.
We might do a few custom copies of our own, sir. But there's no gun builder in the Empire who has the technology to mass-produce them.
Right. Mass-producing those guns would be impossible for us. That and that incident with the tank Section 3 ran into. Hate to say it, but Hunks and his people just might be onto something there.
I don't suppose you'd let Claymore 1 have those guns, would you? We'd stand a far better chance in close combat against the Republic. Their small arms are incredible.
I wouldn't share that with the General Staff, if I were you.
So give them to us.
Hang on. Isn't that Lieutenant Malvern from Section 3? The one who beat that renowned two-sword style of yours?
No way. I thought she was bigger when I fought her.
There. That should do it.
Thanks, Sergeant Major.
It's nothing. But you've really got to take better care of yourself.
Sorry.
Oh no. He's even more depressed than he was before now. I failed at everything else. So my only alternative is something that Creeper Reldo would come up with. It's my only choice. His only chance! Clancy! I sacrificed my body! Operation Sign of Victory!
Sergeant Major.
Hi!
Well, back in the mess hall, I didn't realize that Mr. Oreldo was having a problem too.
Huh?
I really had no idea that something like that could bother him. I was only thinking of me, you know. Maybe I wasn't thinking. Maybe I wasn't thinking at all. I was so wrapped up in myself that I didn't give anyone a second thought. It makes me wonder. Is that why I couldn't save 908? I failed. All I'm doing now is letting it eat away at me. And now you're all worried about me. I'm so damn selfish. Everyone had a part in it. So why am I only thinking of myself?
Happy friends, it's time to cheer yourselves up. Happy friends, it's time to cheer yourselves up. The soup is simmering, the bread is warming too. So let your hearts be happy and gather round the fire. Soup's on!
Isn't that a Republic song, Sergeant Major?
Surprised you with that, huh?
But that's the enemy's music, Sergeant Major. If someone hears you singing it...
Did you know I was a musician before I came to Section 3 in Intelligence? I loved music ever since I was a little girl. And while it's true I'd sing Imperial songs to my heart's content, songs from the Republic are pretty warm in their own way, you know? I mean, okay, they're enemy's songs, but why couldn't I study them, right? So anyway, I joined the Intelligence Division so I could study any kind of song I wanted to. I worked hard to get in, and the rest is history now. Every one of us had a personal reason for coming to Section 3. Something that sings to us, you know? So really, it's okay to think about yourself when you're with Section 3. Matter of fact, that's the only way you can ever work to make yourself the best person you can be. And that's not just advice from a friend, Corporal. That's an order.
I still don't understand. Not yet, anyway. But right now, I owe the sub-lieutenant an apology. I can make that part of my world right, at least. Oh, that song. That little soup song was really pretty.
You got anything there? Don't take up too much room in here. You got more over here.
Today's the deadline, isn't it? The last day for moving the refugees out to the work camp?
Yeah, and it's about time since they're running out of room.
Sir, about that.
Hey, Marielle.
Did you come to see us off? I'm so happy to see you.
Yeah? You and your dad are leaving today, right?
Oh, your face is still hurt where my father hit you the other day.
No, I must have picked up this little gem over lunch in the mess hall, right? Right?
Huh? Oh, right.
Just take care of your dad. You got me? And off she goes. And that just reminded me. I'm sorry for that crap that happened in the mess hall. The whole thing just had me pissed off.
The stragglers you found on the outer boundaries are just the ones who are afraid of the dark.
Who cares how many people we helped anyway, huh? It's all just numbers to Connery. We're not a bunch of kids collecting marbles, and it's not a failure when we reach out and only one guy reaches back to take our hand. I mean, you don't tell that one guy that Major Disaster said he doesn't count, right? Yeah, right. Don't know why I'm letting Connery in my head anyway. That jackass just makes my brain hurt.
But, sir, I still want to save everyone I can.
I see. If that's the way you feel about it, just be ready for some more fighting, okay, big guy?
Yes, sir.
Since then, the corporal has been cheering up little by little, day by day.
Don't mind if I do.
Hey! You shouldn't do that!
Yes,
I suppose I wasn't much help when it was all said and done. But as long as everyone's happy, that's good enough for me. Actually, now that I think about it, Alice is the one who's got me worried now. What's bothering her, I wonder?
That's pretty weak, Oreldo.
What's the use in having a subordinate if you don't use him once in a while?
I'm fine with it, Mr. Martis.
What's the matter, Half-Pint?
Huh?
What's bugging you?
Wait! You can't go in there!
Why not?
Well, they're kind of in an important meeting right now. They're discussing the future of Section 3. That is,
Huh?
Well, so, it's like, well,
And so, I'm getting married. When I was little and recuperating from an illness at my great-grandfather's house, I started reading some of his books about the world's greatest heroes. Some of them were hard to read at first, but I was still enchanted by their stories. Those stories had such a life to them. I knew that heroes had to exist. They just had to. And then there was the hero I respected the most. Nobody ever wrote anything about him, but his words always meant the most to me. They taught me what heroes are like on the inside. Gentle, sad words.
You still have the army on your mind, don't you?
Not really, Ellie. I'm getting married.
You're not really getting married, are you, ma'am?
I'll only be gone for a few days. Areldo, you'll have field command of the platoon while I'm away.
Me? Okay.
Alice. Alice! You are thinking about the army, aren't you?
I said I'm not.
In any case, you and Master Lionel should be talking now. With your wedding being so close at hand, the two of you should be making up for lost time, shouldn't you?
Of course. He and I definitely need to talk. That's why I agreed to this.
Big guy. Wake up, man.
Sir?
Quit daydreaming, huh? They're not going to boil themselves.
Sorry about that. Sergeant Major, these are for you.
Areldo got these? They're great!
Poor guy. I guess that thing with the lieutenant was a shock.
Give me a break. It's not like she's tying the knot today or tomorrow, right?
I was just thinking, what if Oland likes her or something?
I don't know. I'm not sure that's what's happening.
Hey, Corporal, you think you could give me a little boosty up here?
Sure.
Oh, it's hot! Careful!
We all have our crushes from time to time, but I get the feeling he's moaning and moping because there's something deeper going on there. To say he isn't happy right now, that's a big understatement.
Don't cut in line! What was that, asshole? I said don't cut in line! What crap? You've been in line 2 or 3 times yourself!
All right, guys, that's enough. It's starting to get a little petty, don't you think? You're supposed to be grown men.
Shut the hell up, soldier boy! You guys are eating like kings every day compared to us! You're not any different than those stinking nobles. You wanna know something? I heard they're having a ball in that mansion up there tonight. Wearing nice clothes, eating good food, and drinking good liquor. And meanwhile, we're down here standing in a chow line!
Hate to say it, but he's got a point.
So how about it? Well, hey!
Now, hang on a second. What are you telling me for? Or maybe you'd like to complain to them in person?
Well, no. Of course not. Oh, right. Yeah. Sorry for the trouble, sir.
Okay, that was strange.
Hey, you alright?
Yeah, why?
Sorry about that. This isn't the park we normally set up the kitchen at, but our supervisors told us we're going to set up in a different place this time. So we had to set up the kitchen down the hill from the mansion. Lousy place and timing, if you ask me.
No, ma'am. The army has to take the blame for this one. You are a sweet angel of mercy, and all we can do is give you potatoes.
Not at all. You peel the potatoes and make the soup. And not to mention, you're really good at it.
I had a lot of practice with those potatoes when I was in the stockade.
So, are you in there yet, Lieutenant?
Lady Alice!
Lord Schultz,
I've been waiting for you breathlessly.
would you happen to know if Lord Lionel has made an appearance yet?
Well,
I can't really say that I have, Lady Alice.
Oh, I see.
Please accept this book. Lady Alice,
That's Alice, I'm afraid. Still very antisocial.
Looks like you'll have a decision of your own to make too, Lord Schultz.
What decision?
The Malvin sisters. Is it true that the oldest sisters married off?
Married, yes, but their husbands took the Malvin family name.
Of course. Who wouldn't take the opportunity to join a grand house of the Empire?
So, is Lady Alice really the next head of the family?
That's been the subject of some speculation, actually.
So, the staring and the gossiping has already started.
Just as usual. And then they'll get over it.
It looks like they've put out some lovely buffets this evening.
Not interested, thank you.
Where, oh, where did you leave your heart, Lady Alice?
Huh?
It's not like I haven't noticed. You've always come to events like this looking like you're bored beyond belief. You can't tell me that you haven't now. I can honestly say that I've never seen you happy or smiling, Lady Alice.
That's completely absurd.
I can truly say that this subject has been in my thoughts for quite a long time now. Where has that smile of yours gone? Are you saving it for Lionel? I'd seriously doubt it. But then the answer came to me. Your heart will always be with the Army and State Section 3.
Now that's not...
Honestly speaking, I can say without fear of equivocation that I am jealous. We are here in the middle of all this splendor, and you'd rather be with your soldiers and your war relief mission.
Well, well, what a rare pleasure it is to see the famous Malvin sisters, yes? Stand there and look busy, will you? An appearance, and dressed like the ladies you are for a change.
So who's the old windbag?
Marquis Paulo. Huh? He's the Empire's chief financial administrator.
Young Mr. Schultz, it's been a while.
A pleasure, my lord.
Oh, no, sorry. Well, those gloves look terribly pricey. Oh, dear me. The pizza is exquisite tonight. Oh, I've forgotten my manners. This is the first time I've met the Malvin family, en public, if you will. I'm honored.
Right.
Could have sworn you were going to fall. I've got you, Princess.
Lord Lionel, it's you.
Oh, look, it's Lionel Taylor.
I heard he's completed 3 reclamation projects this year.
He works hard and he's gorgeous, too.
When he talks, financial and political advisors listen. So infuriating. What does he see in that tomboy anyway?
You haven't heard the latest then, have you?
That's right. We still have a chance.
Princess,
Huh?
would you care to join me over here for some champagne? Huh?
Be strong, dear.
And tell him how you really feel.
Lady Alice?
Sorry, but we need some privacy.
Lord Lionel,
What's troubling you, my princess?
I'm assuming you've already heard the rumor. In any case, Lionel, you might want to stop calling me princess in public. In a few short years, I will be stepping aside to welcome a new heir to the leadership of House Malvin. I will not become the Contessa.
So the rumors were true, then? You have a younger brother?
He hasn't made his debut yet. 5. That's how old he is. My father had his heart set on the idea as soon as my stepmother gave birth to him. So you see, if my brother ever becomes Count Malvin, no husband taken by me or either one of my sisters will ever gain the title. If we act now, we can avoid any damage done to the Taylor family name. And I believe that'd be best for both of us.
You want to break off the engagement? That's presumptuous of you. Do the grand houses really behave this way?
Yes, members of the Grand Houses often do.
Well, that's shocking. It's not exactly the way you're talking, or the fact that anyone else in your position would be expressing hate for their brother. It's not even the fact that you're trying to take all the shame for this on yourself. Oh, what's really shocking to me is that calm expression on your face. Are you really that eager to cast me aside?
No, of course not. You're certainly very charming and intelligent, Lionel.
All right, then. Let's not discuss it any further, shall we? However, I do have one question that you just have to answer for me. Since your brother is becoming the next Earl Malvin, why in the world would you remain so emphatically passionate about being the next head of your house, Alice?
There's no real reason. It's just that I am the next head of my house.
I mean, in a few years, you're not going to be the heir apparent anymore.
This may sound impertinent, but you're not making sense to me.
Huh?
So what if I'm pursuing something I'm going to lose someday? With that attitude, I might as well just give up on life. Time, sickness, or the sword will take it from you. But that doesn't mean you give up living. So are you in a rush to die, Lionel? 'Cause I'm certainly not.
Oh, Alice. You really are a treasure, you know that?
Huh?
And I think you just made my point for me. Giving up on you would be exactly the same as giving up on my life, my princess.
No thanks. I really shouldn't have any alcohol.
Let me set you free, once and for all. Oh, come on.
She seems to be enjoying herself.
I doubt it. Not even a hint of a smile.
Huh?
What was that?
What's the problem?
What seems to be the problem, Marquis Paolo?
That is the problem, dear boy. These canapes were marvelous, but this imbecile told me they were made from acorns. Explain yourself.
I'm sorry we ran out of ingredients, my lord. Other than that, the rest of the recipe was perfect.
Do you think the Imperial Court are a bunch of chipmunks?
Ew, did you just eat one of those blankets? We both did, remember?
Idiot! You'll not cater for the Imperial Court again!
What? No!
Oh my, that was exquisite. How would you like to be my head chef?
Ah, you blithering idiot!
You really shouldn't eat things off the floor.
That's hardly the point. This chef's mastery of the culinary arts, in spite of the fact that he didn't have the necessary
The
ingredients...
taste of the canapes doesn't excuse the filth on the floor!
Come on, it's not that big a deal.
Lady Alice?
Is there a problem, Master Schultz?
That smile was splendid. You can't force something that beautiful to life.
What do you mean by that?
Do you have any idea how much your smile and your words saved that chef back there? Could it perchance be that I finally learned a bit about Section 3's war relief mission? I should probably learn more about it. Make that everything about it. But I should probably take my leave of you for a while, dear lady. My many thanks, Alice Malvin.
Master Schultz.
Alice Lee Malvin of State Section 3? What do you see in this heartless world of ours that I can't see?
Ah, there. That's my good deed for the day. I am bushed. Hey, big guy. Pull half pint out of her pot. We're all done.
Yes, sir.
This might be only a little piece of the world, Corporal, but this is one war relief effort you made happen.
Huh? What do you mean you're not gonna eat anything, Mom? Mother's already eaten her fill, okay, sweetie? Go ahead and finish it off for me, son.
Okay. It's cold and my hands hurt.
Look what I got.
That's great, sweetie. Thank you very much, sir. Bye.
Thanks, mister. A whole lot.
Yes. Huh? Oh!
Oh, that's not even enough to feed Merc with.
Sergeant Major?
Huh? Ah!
Any ideas, ma'am?
Corporal Oland, what am I going to do with you? Your heart's in the right place. There! All done!
Sorry about that.
You might end up losing the shirt off your back next time if you're not careful. That kind of thing only causes more trouble than it fixes. I'm not one to talk, I guess, since I used to do it myself. I'd feel sorry for all those poor kids, and I'd end up giving them all of our food before we'd fed everyone. So we have to be a little bit cruel to be kind, if you know what I'm... Huh?
What am I doing anyway? Am I really just looking for trouble? A chance to have something bad happen? Am I looking for praise? Or for someone to say he can handle it even if the lieutenant leaves Section 3 someday? Just guys eating soup. And here I am getting all worked up. Oh!
Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed your last meal.
Yeah, when I saw the light from that damn party, that made up my mind.
We gotta do something. Our buddy's got the dirt on that fat bastard right here. Marquis Paolo is lining his pockets with money that was meant for us. Every newspaper is getting a copy of this story at first light. However, we're not stopping there. This news story needs an ending, and we're gonna make sure it has the right ending.
I've got to tell Mr. Aureldo, quick.
Those greedy bastards might capture and kill us, but we'll have struck in the name of everyone he's let go hungry. Just one more strike against Paolo and those nobles. That's all we need, men.
You have proof of the Marquis' corruption.
Yes, sir. Our contacts over at Delote shunted this information over to us.
We need to put a lid on this now. And get Axe Force and the local police involved in this immediately. Have them pick up those envelopes and whoever's carrying them wherever they find them. Use every resource at your disposal to keep that story out of the newspapers.
Understood, sir.
Do we know the Marquis' current whereabouts?
At a ball, sir. Should I send a security force?
I'm not in a hurry. The more immediate concern here is how did a bunch of lowlifes get their hands on the Finance Ministry's ledgers? If the Marquis can't keep that information off the streets, then I couldn't give two pfennigs for his misbegotten existence. Capturing those information traders should be enough for now. Set up a perimeter so nothing gets out.
Sir!
Considering the information they already have on Paolo, it's actually better if they wind up killing him anyway. Right.
We are at a ball, after all. Would you care to dance with me, princess?
Okay. I should warn you, I didn't pay much attention to my dance
Then,
teacher, though.
I guess it's time I taught you. Here, come in close. Didn't listen. You're a quick study.
Oh. Oh. Sorry about that.
You know, there's an old saying about the biggest trees falling when the lightest birds land on them. And of all the shoes in the Empire, I'm happy your flights of fancy brought you all the way to mine, my little bird of a princess.
So is he a masochist? Be quiet, will you?
Are you all right?
Oh.
You have another man on your mind, don't you, princess? Forgive me for following your eyes. That man must be an awesome sight to behold. And someone like that would have to be a good half-meter taller than I am. Looks like you're dreaming about Gilgamesh instead of getting married to me.
Yes, he's tall. And that's it, I'm afraid. I thought he was strong and that he could handle anything, but I guess I was wrong. I thought he was a warrior, and I only saw what I wanted to see. I made him fight. And now I know. He's not a fighter.
Hit him harder, you idiot!
I already did.
I wanted to help feed you. Why can't I stop myself?
Something got your attention?
It's nothing really.
Then let's take a break, all right?
Why did you do that?
You want to know why? The army and nobility never change. You're the only ones who can eat worth a damn every day, and you sure don't give a damn about us. Even our kids got it figured out. Any kid will take a handout, but I won't!
Getting your ass kicked by a city with a shovel, big guy? I'm gonna have to bust you back down to private.
You bastard!
Don't try it, Chuckles. Even though I wasn't the best martial arts student, I could probably take care of you.
Ah!
You know what my problem was? I didn't like all the rules. But fighting dirty, that's my black belt.
You shit! Look what you did!
You know, I'm betting you didn't know that knives, bullets, and bayonets were not the #1 killers of infantrymen during the war, did you? There's actually this humble little trench digger right here. You want to see how? Well, now that that's over, why don't you tell me who your new dance partners are, big guy? Hey, get up, man!
Oh, this dream again. Again, it might not be a dream. Because I've killed so many people myself. It's all right, though. She'll show up soon, and I'll be safe. Lieutenant, Miss Malvin? Alice! Alice!
You're gonna hurt yourself more.
Hold it. We'll get you to the hospital as soon as we're done taking care of this. But for right now, first things first. How about it, Martis?
Yeah. If these columns and numbers and figures all add up, there's definitely enough evidence here to prosecute Marquis Paulo.
Looks like these guys have 50 copies out there. And they probably use every redundant method of delivery they could get their hands on. It's a good idea in theory, but... How did you guys get your hands on this information anyway? Suit yourself, but it isn't gonna work, pal. All you're really gonna do is make our friends in Section 1 pounce on every newspaper between here and the Nigel province. They'll bottle everything up nice and neat, all in the name of national security, and you'll go to jail for nothing. Does that sound good to you? Go on. You got something to say?
Sir? Sub-Lieutenant, how long have I been unconscious exactly?
No, I shouldn't.
I know you're an enlisted woman, but one glass shouldn't impair your judgment too much. Even if your subordinates are on a mission, they should be under capable leadership. I don't believe you've put anything to your lips since earlier this evening. Isn't that right?
You're going to launch an attack on the ball? What the hell were you thinking?
No one's gonna be able to cover up for Apollo and all of those idiot noblemen if we break that story and kill them all at the same time, that's what!
You think it's gonna be that easy?
Huh?
Section 1 will do a lot more than just torture you. They'll kill your family and friends, too.
Hey, man, my family's got nothing—
They don't care!
He's not kidding about your families, gentlemen. They'll torture anyone they have to find out where you got that information, so even if one noble dies, you'll start a bloodbath that'll take years to fix.
Let's go, Martis. Stop screwing around and get out!
Sir?
You've got a head wound, Oland. You can't fight like that. Just think about it. If your wounds got worse out there, we'd have to charge those guys with murder.
Sorry, sir, but I think I've injured myself.
Hey, Half-Pint. You brought your little friend, right?
Huh?
Sir!
Sorry, sir. I seem to have injured myself. Take it like a man, will ya?
Should I pull the car over?
Hell no. Command Corporal Major here wants to argue with me about whether to come on the mission or not. I'm gonna make sure he remembers this scar.
Jeez, what have you all been out of shape about?
I'm not, but I don't want to miss the date that I made with that Chowline girl either, you know?
I have to admit some jealousy.
Huh?
For your subordinates, other men interloping in our affairs.
It's not that way.
Princess, might I escort you to your chamber doors tonight? The young lion doesn't become the king until he's eliminated the competition.
Well, that's the real issue, right? You usually choose your words so carefully. No agendas, no sarcasm. In fact, you've been hiding yourself from me this whole time, haven't you? It's finally good to meet you, Lionel. First you tell me that you're jealous, and then that you want to beat my men to the bedroom. I'm glad to see there's a real man underneath that polite exterior. Well... Who's that?
None other than Marquis Hoost, one of the Empire's most soft-spoken and charismatic nobles.
I apologize. It appears I've been delayed.
Our guest of honor must have had a terrible trip in all that snow, but we set out some warm cider to take the chill off.
Oh, that sounds delightful.
Rumor has it that there are several members of the duchies recommending him for important political posts.
That's careless. An Imperial Marquis without a personal bodyguard?
And a Contessa should be by herself, right?
Huh? Have you forgotten I'm in the army already, Lionel? Get away from the windows!
Who the hell are you? Don't you commoners realize you're trespassing?
Shut up! We know we weren't invited! Marquis Paolo, Imperial Finance Minister, we're here to bring you to justice!
Did you just say justice?
Preparations are complete, sir.
Maintain the integrity of this perimeter, Lieutenant. Kill anything that crosses it.
Sir!
So, Section 1 is mobilizing, huh? Smells like war.
There. That ought to keep you patched up.
I'm sorry. What should I have done, sir? Those guys weren't enemy soldiers. I was supposed to protect them, aren't I? They used land working tools to attack me. I was so afraid. And now I'm just ashamed of myself.
Not the first time, I'm afraid.
Huh?
Four Eyes and me have gotten smacked around a couple of times ourselves, if you know what I mean. But for what it's worth, you're the first guy in the outfit to take a 20-pound sledgehammer in the back. It's even happened to the LT.
Huh?
It's right after the ceasefire, Sub-Lieutenant Malvin almost got her head taken off by an angry mob trying to do a war relief in their town. Can't blame him, really. The same army guarantees victory in exchange for taxing them to death and making them stand in chow lines? Well, you get the idea, big guy.
You'd better watch yourself. You're protecting the wrong man. He's abused the trust the country's given him as finance minister, and he's used the money he's stolen to live better than any nobleman in here. Here's the proof, fat man!
It's a lie! They're just envious of my nobility, damn it!
You bet your fat ass we are! Do you know what poverty and malnutrition has done to our kids, you little toad? I can tell you it's not a pretty picture. You nobles treat food like it's garbage and dump it when your bellies are full. And it's not just Paolo, is it? Don't worry, you're all getting punished today, but this little toad's gonna be first! Paolo, I bet you've eaten more today than any of our kids have in their lifetimes.
Think about it. Don't you know you're endangering your family by doing this?
Don't have any left, ma'am. My son caught cold and died last winter. Bedridden, skinny, and sick. He was lighter than a sack of wheat.
I'm sorry, but Ali?
The mob is only after Paolo at the moment. What they do after that is anyone's guess. Soli and I will cover your escape. Lionel's handling the rest.
I can't do that, Ali.
You can, and you better. You're no good to our family or the Empire if you're dead and buried.
Let go, Alice. I'm not giving up on this now.
Go, Marty!
Huh?
Are you kidding? What are you having for lunch? Sir, look out! Isn't good? Get out of the way!
Now that went well. That big... Huh?
Corporal? Are you all right?
Incredible.
Incredible? What do you mean? There's nothing incredible about me at all.
Just so incredible.
And I said it's not!
Why? Hey, that reminds me. The LT's two older sisters ought to be here also.
Where at?
Well, rumor has it all you have to do is look for the biggest and perkiest breasts in the Empire, and you found them.
Oh, now I get it.
That didn't take you long, did it?
Oh, thank God you're here!
Marquis Paolo.
Now let me in your car and get me out of this place!
This isn't a rescue, my lord. Regarde.
Ah, more of those papers. I seriously doubt you have any proof of their authenticity.
Oh, they're real, all right. The original copy has 50 pages. And there are 49 additional copies of it in circulation at present. An original page is here, with the stamp of your ministry on it. Our friends here made sure to put one page of the original with each copy to ensure their authenticity. Guess you forgot to hire a corrupt notary, didn't you?
According to this, you siphoned off 70 million marks in tax money earmarked for war relief supplies.
Liar! You can't possibly skim through all those figures and jump to that conclusion on your own!
Well, it wasn't exactly me who did it. She can't balance her checkbook, but finding out who's cooking the books is one of her specialties.
Oh, what's taking them so long?
So, if you come with us, we can have a nice chat.
You are Section 3, and you can't actually make an arrest without witnessing something.
Oh, great. He hired muscle with brains. It's gonna get ugly quick if we don't pull this off.
Shouldn't a soldier uphold his loyalties by suppressing uprisings like this?
Shut up! Huh? This ain't none of your business!
You're not getting any argument here.
You're nothing but a noble's guard dog anyway.
You want to talk all pretty, but you were just setting us all up to get killed anyway, right?
Nice try, soldier boy.
What do you think you are with a little...
What do I do? Someone tell me.
Silence! All of you!
Oh, reeks of acorn.
You are correct. Section 3 has no authority in this case. But as your peer, Marquis Paolo, I, Alice Lee Malvin, challenge you to a duel!
What do you mean you're not launching a rescue mission? You can't play around with this situation, Connery. The nobility of the Empire are under siege right now.
About 2 hours ago, we arrested a man. He was at a train station trying to cross the border to get those documents about Paolo to the foreign media. And of course, we didn't learn about tonight until we were hours into his interrogation. But by then, it was too late. Too late to stop it. There's absolutely no doubt in my mind. Dozens of people have been brutally murdered by now.
I get it now. You knew about the attacks, but you didn't have enough time to prevent the tragedy. After all, Section 1 couldn't allow such a disgrace now, could it? So, your soldiers just happened to be surrounding the ball, just in case you need to arrest some of the offenders on the way out after the damage has already been done. Am I right, Major?
And we'll blame this tragedy on the obvious fact that Section 1 doesn't have enough authority to do its job. Just imagine the power Imperial intelligence would gain in order to stop catastrophes like this, Captain.
That's just like you, Connery. Always counting your corpses before they die on you. The night's still pretty young, Major. See ya.
And you're counting angels. Ah, hunks. If anyone gets out of this alive, it'd have to be the work of the devil himself.
A duel?
You know full well what the penalty is for refusing a challenge. Answer me!
Lieutenant.
That's a good one! A duel? You want a duel with me? So what are your conditions, Lady Malvin? Arm wrestling, maybe? Or perhaps a game of chess? So what on earth should I combat you with?
Your sword.
You're not serious, are you? Great. Should have known.
Excuse me, Mr. Big. Time to make yourself useful. Wall, please.
She just had to bring it with her to the ball, didn't she?
Well, it is our family's imperial seal, and she has to keep it close to her at all times.
Amazing. The lieutenant always. She always.
Ellie, Soli, I may not be able to protect you in the coming battle. Sorry to keep you waiting, Marquis.
All right, it's a deal. But these two gentlemen here are my sword. Is that a problem?
Fine. A mismatch.
Lieutenant.
Stop screwing around, Paulo! You want to hide behind your bodyguards, fine. But I still want all three of you, and that's final! On guard!
You have to tell me, sir. What action did the lieutenant take when she faced that mob, Mr. Geraldo? Please, sir. I have to know!
You need to wake up and pull your head out of your ass, you know that? The LT can't fix every mess you get into, man. No, really. She doesn't know everything.
So what do I do, sir? I want to know, but the answers aren't coming on their own. What do I do?
You know something, big guy? When those answers finally do come, that's when you'll be a real member of Section 3. Until then, you're dead weight.
No, ma'am.
Oland?
Stop this, please.
What the? Get out of my way, Corporal! I should have stopped you a long time ago!
Huh?
I can't allow you to fight anymore.
Huh? Ma'am, what are you...
Move it! Now!
A flail. How wonderfully bohemian.
I'm tired of all this talk.
I want a piece of the big man.
I suspected as much. Using threshing tools as weapons, and those round brass spectacle frames of yours. You bastards. You're Rodelian mercenary guardsmen.
Rodelian, huh? Well, that's nice.
Yeah, Rodelia is nothing but farm country. I remember reading the history books. The mercenaries who sell their services to the highest bidders always prefer using the weapons they used during their civil wars. Farming tools.
Yeah, for a bunch of guys who specialize in peasant uprisings, are kind of missing the point here.
Come on, big man. Fight me.
I don't know, Four Eyes. But the longer this goes, the more we're screwed.
He actually hits me with that thing.
Jump back, damn it!
My compliments on the strength of your voice, Lady Malvin. I doubt he would have survived that attack without your command. He's obviously the beneficiary of having a fine commander. Aren't you going to go out there and help him?
No, I'm not. That's his battle. I might be a soldier, but I haven't drawn my sword as his commanding officer or his friend. It is drawn as a noble defender of the Empire, and as the next head of a noble household, Alice Lee Malvin. Third daughter of my house and the sworn avenger against all who would harm the Empire and our people.
Very well, then. A former king of ours once granted House Malvins the title of Noble Flying. So it really doesn't surprise me a bit that you're feeling a little bit full of yourself.
A machete? Did he poison the blade? Or something else? I hate to disappoint, but my great-grandfather was the only one who inherited that title. And as far as calling me lady goes, well, why don't you find out how much of a lady I am?
Professional fighter. A professional fighter should continue fighting if someone has a decisive advantage over him. If he's a real professional, he should give up if he sees this, right?
I also need an assurance, if you don't mind. Killing a noble in a duel doesn't carry criminal penalties in this country, does it?
Don't ask me what you already know. What else?
If this really is a duel, what will you wager on it exactly?
As a noble? And on behalf of all nobles, I wager our integrity.
Integrity? What in the hell are you talking about? You think we're gonna watch you fight over your integrity? I don't think so! You nobles don't have any goddamn integrity to start with! We ought to just kill the bunch of you and finish what we started! Yeah, that's right!
Now let's just kill them all!
Yo-ho! Playmate! I hear you.
Soldier boy!
Oh dear me. Did I tear your belly open with that one?
Drop it. Drop it or I'll pull the trigger.
Huh? I couldn't hear you through all the puking and the crying.
Go ahead and try, I dare you!
I'm not bluffing. Drop your weapon. I swear I'll...
Swear you'll what, mister? I just pissed my pants? Big old you and your big old gun? You couldn't frighten kids on Halloween. Pumpkin man.
We're all gonna die anyway, so we might as well kill them all and get it over with!
That's right! Let's finish slaughtering these pigs. Let's do it!
Get them! Take them out!
Kill them all!
May I have a moment of your time, gentlemen?
Don't bother begging for your life. I know you.
These documents obviously point out the Marquis's guilt. And it's more obvious that you're informants. How about this? You let the duel continue, and if the princess wins, the Marquis will gladly march himself into the authorities and confess to his crimes. Now, gentlemen, as informants seeking justice, you would be acquitted, of course. Like it never happened.
What? Acquitted?
Very well. And if we are the victors?
Whatever the Marquis wants, of course. I suppose he could ask us all to just forget about his crimes. But I'm guessing the Marquis will want to beat a hasty retreat from here. But then, any of those things would probably just restart tonight's peasants versus nobility bloodbath. But you'd be safe. Well, gentlemen?
That should be all right, shouldn't it?
Yeah, no matter who wins or loses, we still end up getting what we want out of the deal.
So, if Lady Malvin wins her duel,
it means we get out of this.
So Lady Malvin has a chance to save us?
Yes, exactly.
Are you kidding me? I can't trust this guy.
Carl, are we gonna do this or what?
Go ahead and kill yourselves for all I care. But you ain't getting nothing after that.
Very well then, Princess. The floor is yours to do with what you will.
Back off! I'm dueling with the pride of the nobles at stake.
Honestly, tell me about it.
Man, that guy's good. All Lionel Taylor has to do is talk and people listen. Even this mob.
Yeah, I'll give him credit, I guess, considering that most of the families here aren't that highly placed. Most of these kids here aren't heirs to their houses themselves. So I'm pretty sure they're not worried about their integrity or their honor, now that I think about it. If I were standing in their shoes, I'd just want the LT to win and for Paolo to be found guilty and punished. So yeah, they still don't get what this is about. Those nobles there, they think this is all about Paolo and those embezzlement papers. They don't want justice against just one or two nobles. They want this country to change. I don't know who's kidding who here, but a token act like this isn't gonna make them put their weapons down. The nobles could be poor too, and it wouldn't be any different. Poverty isn't the problem here, Martis. The lower class only wants a little dignity, and that's what the nobles aren't giving them.
But that isn't the kind of thing you can solve by having a duel.
Go ahead and fight, you idiots. That'll be just one less slime ball we'll have to kill.
You know something, big man? When you wave a gun at a civilian, they really don't get that scared when you think about it. And they really don't have a reason to either, do they? The pain of getting shot is hard to imagine, right? Quick pop and it's over? Think about it, Muscles. How many people do you know who have been shot and have stuck around to tell the tale of how painful it was? All those commoners in the ballroom lack style, don't you think? A gun or a knife? You can imagine the pain of getting cut with the knife, right? The fear? You see, in Rhodelia, we do it right. Our peasant uprisings are complete with nasty weapons that scare the living shit out of people. Getting cut, hit, smashed. Let me introduce you to my little friend. Looks painful? Check. Ooh, sounds painful. Check. And once you see him turn a couple of people into mincemeat, you pretty much just sit there. Check.
Listen up. Don't shut the engine off yet. This whole thing could get real ugly real fast.
Right.
I would like to add one more item to our terms of victory. If I win, allows the Marquis and I to depart in that Schwimmwagen.
I agree. Whatever you want.
In that case, Lady Malvin. Well now, you didn't flinch for a second. How did you know it wasn't poison?
If you really wanted to poison me, I'm guessing you probably wouldn't want to run the risk of poisoning your client with all this mess.
But if I don't get this delivered by morning, my boss is gonna have me for breakfast!
You keep on messing with us, and you're not gonna have another breakfast.
So what in the hell are cops like us doing, helping the army run their damn checkpoints for anyway?
Shut up, man. Those guys over there go by the name of Axe Force. Every single one of those guys can mobilize lower-ranking members of other agencies, as long as it's in the name of information control.
Great. Guess it just sucks to be us tonight.
Sorry, gentlemen, but all points past this area are under blockade at the moment. You might want to try...
Let him through. That one's all right.
Huh? What? Is the guy in that car part of the top brass or something?
That's right. Top brass.
We still haven't completed our infiltration of Section 1, and it looks like that youngster of ours is being a little reckless.
It's often said a young lion learns to hunt by roughhousing around with his siblings, after all. Playtime lets a lion cub hone his skills, but also allows him a small taste of death as well when he loses the hunting game. It's that taste of mortality that shapes the moral behavior of a beast like a lion. Lions never hunt without good cause, and our young one hasn't quite learned that lesson yet.
Agreed. So what's the solution?
Trial and error, of course. He still needs a challenge to build his instincts and his character. He's never had anyone, another lion, that he could challenge himself against sufficiently. We can't exactly fault him for that.
So, is it just me, or do you think she's gonna have trouble?
We might have to get involved if things get too rough.
Damn it. This mess just keeps on getting bigger by the second. Both the big guy and the LT now? Who do we help and when?
The odor is foul, yes? In the southern region of Rhodelia, there are large areas of decaying swampland. That smell is this mud. The marsh it comes from is no man's land. It is a place where few men walk in, and even fewer men walk out of. That was where I fought in the last Rhodelian Civil War. A decaying world with dying men in it. I still think of it as a kind of inescapable hell. And now you can't escape either. Welcome to my territory, Lady Malvin. Whether it's you or anyone else in this swampland, all of you will all become like the weeds and reeds in that swamp. And those weeds will fall before this blade.
You're a coward, aren't you, soldier boy?
My legs are so heavy, and the sound of that thing. What do I do?
He blocked it. This bastard hasn't even broken a sweat yet. He isn't counterattacking like someone who's afraid of my sword. Only like he's trying to avoid it. I swear, he really is looking at weeds right now. What the hell? What the? So this is what he meant by territory? Get it together, Malvin. You're not in a swamp. You're standing on the floor of a dance hall, damn it!
Disoriented, my lady. Are these sights and smells throwing you off a little? A smell of death, perhaps? I'm used to it. The advantage appears to be mine.
Damn it! I can't fight. This dress has just become a serious liability. Sorry, sis.
You're not angry. That's strange.
Of course not. She has to fight. And that dress isn't making things any easier. I'm not a complete ogre, Soli. I can find a way to replace that dress. But not Alice.
All right now. We've got to do something.
Look, if we jump into the middle of the Lieutenant's battle, we're gonna set off another riot. Oh, damn it! I can't believe that idiot's not watching his back! No! Get away from him!
Die, you fat bastard!
Lieutenant, no! What are you doing to her?
Hey, soldier boy. Alan hasn't killed her yet? Well, there's a surprise. Well, enough about her. Let's play!
Why in the world did you just save me? I thought you wanted to kill me like everyone else in this ballroom.
My apologies. The fight distracted me from you.
I'm not gonna let you interfere with this duel!
You think we're just gonna stand around here and let you fight? We're not as stupid as you think we are. Paulo's just gonna use his money to get out of a conviction anyway.
Oh yeah, he's right about that.
Yeah. That means they're still gonna kill us after all.
Fine! Then we'll take as many of these pigs with us as we can!
So, that's what they call a duel around here? Does your friend really think her pretentious little show is going to save everyone in there? Oh ho ho, naive little rich girls.
No! You're wrong about that. She doesn't make mistakes. She isn't anything like I am.
Ha! I dare say that by challenging the two of us, she's making one of the biggest mistakes of what's left of her life.
What say you?
Lieutenant, no matter what situation you're in, no matter what enemy you face, you're so dignified.
I may not be able to protect you.
And honorable, Lieutenant. What am I? Stupid? No, I've been selfish. I've been leaning on her all this time. A man as big as I am should be able to stand on his own.
A noble's duty includes fighting every enemy that might threaten the security of our country. All enemies. Foreign. And domestic.
My hand! God damn it! What did you do that for?
And if necessary, draw their blood to keep the peace at home.
Just what I thought. There's no way anyone in the nobility would take our side in this. I was an idiot for even thinking about believing you.
I never said I was taking a side on this.
Really? You want to turn on us? Then you'll die. Before Paulo!
I really wish you'd just give up and die already. It looks like things are about to get good on the inside. And between you and me, I'd rather crush a woman's flesh than a man's anyway.
That's it.
Geraldo!
We've got to do something right now.
That's enough! I've heard more than enough of your whining. You talk about us nobles like we're not even human. Nobles have families that we love just as much as you do. We have people in our lives we care for. You think you're gonna get justice by destroying that and murdering us? If you want to see someone abusing their power to get what they want, then why don't you take a good long look in a mirror? You're gonna have to kill me first!
Listen to me. If that guy shoots anybody, you get the lieutenant out of here. Good.
Wait. I'm asking you to give Alice a little more time.
Hey, aren't those That's not what I meant to say. You're the LT's sister, right?
And you're one of her comrades in Section 3, right? If you've had faith in her before, then have faith in her now. She's doing her best. Trust her.
Okay, but, ma'am, at the moment, right here and now, we're not exactly out of the woods yet. See?
Hold it right there, bitch. I bet you were thinking of getting in that car and saving yourself. You filthy rich coward.
I've been prepared for death ever since the day I decided to marry a soldier. And I'll be damned if I let you lecture me about cowardice!
Ellie, please, step aside for me. I have no choice but to finish this duel.
What the hell? What good is that duel gonna do? Well, tell me!
If I'm a killer and a monster, so be it. I'll just keep on having the nightmares. I'll do it. I'll protect her with everything I have, no matter how ugly it is. If that's my purpose, then it's time to embrace it.
It's because I cannot tolerate inequality. I can no longer judge because I am a noble, but suddenly you commoners can? Nonsense! I will judge those crimes, and I will slay those evils, and it doesn't matter who commits them. The Emperor himself isn't above the law. I'll make no exceptions, and I expect none in return.
What? The Emperor? It's blasphemy. High treason is what it is.
You're kidding, right? The Emperor? Seriously? Wait. After everything I said, is this really what a noble is supposed to be?
Hey, don't get in over your head, Mr. Cowardly G.I. Hey, what's going on here? If you're gonna play with that thing, Sonny, then why don't you point it somewhere else? Okay. You've had enough fun, don't you think? I'm serious. Get away from me, man. I mean it! Get away from me. Get away from me, you stupid son of a bitch! Give me a break already. It's not like you learned how to fight. Huh? Great, you spooked the horses. Huh? Hey! Let go of my leg, goddammit! Let go of me, damn you! Huh? Ow! Let go!
Even-handedness demands that she avoid taking anyone's side. But this is the worst possible conflict for her. Commoners and us, a fiancé, people she has to protect, and nobles. She's in a position of ultimate nobility. No one can be on her side, but she has to be fair to everyone else.
Couldn't help but notice there's a group you left out. If all that's true, well, then where does a soldier fit into that equation of ultimate nobility?
I know we're breaking the law here, but damn it, that wasn't stopping me before. I was hoping, believing that killing a few of you would make my pain go away. So tell me, why can't I do it now?
You're a Rodelian guardsman. Don't disgrace yourself in front of this rabble.
She'll never ask anyone for protection. She'd rather turn her back to us when things get hard. Fine by me.
Don't make me say it. I can't have your pain on my conscience anymore. I mean, just look at you. Don't do it. Don't come any closer, Oland. I'm dueling right now. I told you to back off. Told you. Damn it. Why? I'm the next Contessa. I am a noble, and that's why I have to be alone all the time. That's just how it is.
Alice, I've learned there are things I have to do on my own, too. If being a noble means that much to you, then I can't try to change it. And I wouldn't want to. Maybe people like the two of us are always going to have that persistent loneliness in our lives. I'm ready to face it head on now. You know, I didn't meet a noble a few months ago. Maybe not even a soldier. She was just the platoon leader of the Pumpkin Scissors. And that's why I always want to be there to protect you. Because I'm a corporal and you're a platoon man.
Corporal?
Yes, Lieutenant?
You big stiff. So I'm a better lieutenant than a noble. Go figure. Corporal! I'll need your jacket. Take it off.
Ma'am?
Well, welcome back to the living.
Don't go running off like that again.
Well, that's quite a mood you're in.
For the love of God, Sully, look at what she's doing to my dress now. What do you want from me?
Midas! Stop the motor and get out of the car. It's about time we show these people that Section 3 doesn't run away from anyone.
Yes, ma'am.
Sub-Lieutenant Goldbrick, if you've got the time to flirt with married women, use that pin-up energy to guard the marquee. With your life!
Yes, ma'am.
And Oland, you watch my back. But under no circumstances interfere with the duel.
Understood, ma'am.
This jacket is all the reminder I needed. Remember that territory of yours? Well, this one's mine. Starting now. You're standing in the Forward Operations Command of Imperial Army Intelligence State Section 3. The Pumpkin Scissors Platoon!
I'll protect her with everything I have. No matter how ugly it is. If that's my purpose, then it's time to embrace it.
It's because I cannot tolerate inequality. I can no longer judge because I'm a noble, but suddenly you commoners can? Nonsense! I will judge those crimes, and I will slay those evils, and it doesn't matter who commits them. The Emperor himself isn't above the law. I'll make no exceptions, and I expect none in return. This jacket is all the reminder I needed. Remember that territory of yours? Well, this one's mine. Starting now. You're standing in the Forward Operations Command of Imperial Army Intelligence State Section 3. The Pumpkin Scissors Platoon!
Oh, there's a potato left over. Wasting food is bad, so out you go. I just hope Merc is happy when he gets it. Over here, Mercury. Oh! Merc, you're here already?
That's a misappropriation of government rations, you know.
Misappropriation, sir? Most of what I found in the pot was burned anyway. I guess I should have asked you, but
Oh, did the men leave you to clean up?
Huh?
The four of you should have been back on base hours ago. I swear this happens every time.
Yeah, I know. Oh. Well, sir, it's like... that is...
I'll never keep you kids out of trouble, will I?
Damn it! No! This isn't a Rodelian swamp. The jacket. As long as I have this, I'll always remember where I am.
She isn't hesitating anymore. You attack like your personality. It's straightforward and highly aggressive. Very easy to read, thank you.
She can't really be a noble, can she?
Damn it! She almost got him. Oh, hey, take it easy, will you? Not like I'm cheering on a noble or something.
She can preach all she wants, but it don't mean a thing unless she wins. I say we finish what we came here to do and start with them.
Hey, don't!
Hey, come on! Somebody help me! If we jump him all at once, we can take him!
Man, what the hell's wrong with you?
How tough can he be? Take a good look at how beat up he is!
You want me to jump a guy all beat up like that? That's cold-blooded, man.
What? What are you talking about? Are you all going soft in the head on me or something?
Take it easy, will ya?
Oh, damn it! Have you forgotten what they've done to us and our families?
Hey, I didn't forget anything. But you're talking crazy, man.
We kind of owe it to ourselves to make sure we're doing this the right way, don't we?
You little punk!
What in the hell's wrong with you? You some kind of traitor or something?
This whole thing would be a lot less messy if you were half the jerk they say you are. They're already starting to fight amongst themselves about what they think justice really is. Cold-blooded killers don't debate the righteousness of killing. They just do it.
Why do these people have such a grudge against me anyway, Sub-Lieutenant? Even if it's true, and I'm only saying if it's true, even if I did use my position to take money, it's not like I ran out into the streets and killed somebody! All right, I might have treated myself to some good food at times, but is that worth enough jealousy to try murdering me over? Honestly, is it?
It's all about tragedy, not jealousy. And that guy up front is still burning a hole through you with his eyes right now.
So what if his kid died? Are you telling me that I'm responsible for keeping that kid from eating? That's ludicrous!
No, I didn't say that. This would be a pretty sad place if we could jump to those conclusions that easy. Even if that money you took had been put to good use, it probably wouldn't have bought each individual that much. My guess is it might have only been worth a couple of grains of wheat. Maybe only one. Think a minute. What could that grain have bought that kid? Time to be with his family? Time to tell his dad one more meaningful thing? Who knows? Maybe that boy says the one thing to his dad, and that keeps the gun out of his hand today. But it didn't happen, did it? You could do this calculation for yourself if you want. Or don't, it's up to you. But when you played with that money, how many kids missed out on those single grains of wheat? You get it now?
Not good. One or two lanterns going out is a prank, but all of them going out in order is by design. Looks like Section 1's in the mix now. And even if the Lieutenant wins, I doubt they're going to accept Lord Taylor's conditions on the fight. of course. Not everyone with a pickaxe is accepting it either. We're starting to run out of options here.
I know you're the head of Section 3, Captain. And you know Major Connery will have my head if I let you pass this checkpoint, right? Besides, Captain, I understand that Section 3 is still securing that soup kitchen. It's fine, upstanding work. In any case, sir, I'm going to have to ask you to stop interfering. What the? Did something just go over that wall?
That far up and over the wall already? Probably a cat, young man.
Oh, Captain! I'm glad you made it back. How was the recon?
Section 1 has that perimeter locked down tight. No one's getting out. They'll arrest everyone, and their families will be tortured right along with them.
They wouldn't do that to them, would they? Not our families. They didn't do anything.
It's going to be all right. Alice and the men are there. And our messenger dog just gave them a secret plan to execute. The captain's got it all figured out.
A plan, Sergeant Major?
Huh? Then what is Mercury carrying, Captain?
Oh, well. I've forgotten this a few times myself, but Section 3 has a few more aces up our sleeve than just the Pumpkin Scissors platoon leader. Am I right?
Huh?
You're getting sloppy, Lady Malvin. Don't tell me you're starting to get tired on me already.
Lieutenant!
As a noble, and on behalf of all nobles, I wager our integrity.
Shall I claim victory now?
I haven't said I quit yet. You got me?
Yes, Lieutenant.
You can deny it all you want, but you're running out of stamina, my princess. I doubt this is gonna last much longer. Intervention might be necessary.
I may not have mastered this technique, but in a one-on-one, it's child's play.
Switching hands during a sword fight?
Do you think you can handle my blade with your left hand? Intriguing. On guard! Successful, Barry. That can't be it. The way she's been breathing, I should have knocked her to the floor. Clean hit on her blade anymore, and she's throwing me off balance. She's rotating her hand perfectly right at the moment my blade strikes her. And I've heard that distinctive clear ring before. Impossible!
You see, my great-grandfather went to your country to suppress the Civil War. The King of Rhodelia presented him with 3 honors. The first was the title of Exalted Flame. Noble Flamme. The next was the Sword Noble Flamme itself. Then, heartbroken over having to savagely cut down young soldiers in the streets of your country, he returned to your king. Then, Your own king taught him how to master this dagger technique. The unreachable. Left-handed dagger. The Mon Gauche.
So you've learned this technique. However, you're sadly mistaken if you think you're going to beat me. As a guardsman of Rhodelia, I will not allow that disgrace. You will not defeat me. Not using our technique!
Strange. I'm not even what I'd consider the slightest bit good at this technique. My body feels like a limp rag right now. And yet there they are, watching me. So now it's easy. I'm moving so freely.
She has 2 left feet on the dance floor. Just look at her. I've never seen her so graceful.
Did I just forget to breathe?
You know what took me the longest to learn? Holding the scabbard in my right hand while drawing the sword with my left. You know what else I found out doing all that left-handed practice? Fighting defensively isn't my style at all.
Amazing. She's got her second wind. Do all the bragging you want. We're not done yet.
On guard! Yeah!
What speed? Her right-handed attacks are stronger, but I can't keep up with her left at all. Damn it! I made a mistake. I was so focused on Rhodelia's dignity that I lost my composure. Why does this noble fight with such ferocity? She was just better than I was.
That was fair compensation for making me ruin this evening gown. My personality and my fighting style aren't that straightforward, Rhodelian.
I concede this match. Noble Flamme.
Yep, that's a hell of a slap, isn't it?
So tell me, young man, if she's a noble, what in the hell does that make me?
It still makes you a noble. Just a noble who's committed a crime.
Hardly, son.
You okay, Lieutenant?
I'm fine. Don't worry about it.
Lady Malvin won, so that should mean...
It means those commoners don't have a reason to kill us anymore.
We should be able to just walk away from this mess, shouldn't we?
We can just go home, really? They're lying to us! Huh? We didn't come here to see some girl fight for her integrity! We came here to kill some nobles, didn't we?
Yeah, sure at first, but we thought we were fighting for a just cause when we came here.
You're just a damn coward, aren't you?
No, just thinking for myself.
That woman did this, right? We'd still be doing this if it wasn't for you and your stupid duel! Get ready to die! What? An army dog?
Huh? Hey, Mercury! The captain sent the message.
What is it? Damn! Axe Force is mobilizing the entire city police?
Great. We're surrounded.
And on top of that, some of these civilians are still itching to kill a few nobles. And we can't even guarantee that they're gonna be able to make it home anymore.
We've officially run out of time. They've been tightening the perimeter, pulling it in over the last couple of hours. They're mounting an assault, not a rescue operation, Areldo.
What's that one?
Certified investigation warrant.
Ah, big deal. The LT is already here, and we'd have the same authority after we get our commissions, right? So what do we need a warrant for?
The lieutenant isn't on it. This is for us! Temporary field commission!
What would he do that for? Fine. Well, we still need to disarm these guys. They're still awful ugly out there.
You came here to tell the nobles how angry you were, and you're still not satisfied yet? Very well. I'll take on all of you.
Lieutenant?
Axe Force is mobilizing the entire city police?
Great. You're surrounded.
And on top of that, some of these civilians are still itching to kill a few nobles. And we can't even guarantee that they're gonna be able to make it home anymore.
You came here to tell the nobles how angry you were, and you're still not satisfied yet? Very well. I'll take on all of you.
Lieutenant?
Hold it, Malvin! The conditions of the duel were 3-on-1, weren't they? Therefore, this duel isn't over until you finish fighting me, right? You look like you're exhausted, so I'll grant you one, but only one opportunity to designate a substitute. I suggest you choose wisely.
Anyone I choose?
I don't care.
All right. I choose him.
Fine.
Paolo's really gonna duel with the commoner? If it's a duel, then that means I wouldn't want to be him. Which means if I blow your head off right now, I walk away scot-free. Come here, little pig. Come on!
What are you doing? All you had to do was go along with what that pretty boy said there, and you could have marched right into jail alive!
Conditions of the duel were never valid, because Lady Alice said...
If this really is a duel, what will you wager on it exactly?
As a noble? And on behalf of all nobles, I wager our integrity.
That's why.
Marquis, that's why you've been betting your life? Even though we've been cajoling you?
Please don't kill me, I don't want to die! My son didn't want to die either, you whining pig!
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
What? My apologies.
Are you kidding me? No way. Come on. You're sorry? Bullshit! You don't feel any guilt? You nobles aren't kidding anyone except yourselves!
Don't try and fool us with fake apologies and tears! Crying and carrying are things that only human beings do! A human being, do you hear me? A human being! A human being.
I'm sorry. I'm not lying.
You arrogant, noble bastards! You treat us like we're lower than dirt. And then, to top it off, you get all high and mighty about it. You walk around with this look on your face like you don't care! Tell me I'm wrong!
It's exactly just like you say. I'm sorry.
I guess that's it. I mean, we probably can't do it. I don't think we can go through with this. What do you think?
Damn it! No!
Did I just see that?
The last thing sustaining their desire to kill everyone was their image of noblemen being emotionless and lacking integrity. And yet there was Paulo on his knees, begging for mercy, and trying to eke one good deed out of himself by challenging me and humbling himself. I still have one duty left to perform here today. I'm afraid this isn't the end of it. Regardless, a crime is a crime.
Now wait a minute. Didn't that guy over there say we were gonna be set free?
Doesn't matter. He didn't lift a hand to help anybody out there. We all came here ready for whatever might happen.
Fairness, even toward evildoers. That's what they responded to and what changed them. That's why you're utterly perfect in your nobility, my princess.
I want to let them go, but I can't. You're under arrest. The charges are assault and attempted...
You're out of line, Nobly McNobleson! Army Intelligence, State Section 3 is on site. You're not gonna be arresting anyone today, Lady Malvin.
What do you mean by all that, huh?
It means you're on leave and I'm in command. Or maybe you forgot Captain Hunks put me in command while you went to the ball tonight. So just sit back, relax, and watch the professionals work, miss. By the power vested in me by the Empire, you're under arrest for... destruction of property.
What?
Geraldo, Martis, I know how you feel, but...
Lady Malvin, it's only fair to warn you that any further interference from you is actionable. This investigation warrant is valid. If you'd like to stay out of jail tonight, milady, I strongly suggest you keep your opinions to yourself.
I'm sorry, ma'am, but you've lost.
What did I lose? And more importantly, who was I fighting against?
Army Intelligence, State Section 3, the Pumpkin Sisters.
You guys. For once, I'll be content to lose.
Don't pop the champagne corks yet. We only get to hang on to you for 3 days. After that, Section 1 can get their hands on you. And even though I'm pretty adept at navigating a sea full of loopholes, I can't think of a way to keep you out of the torture chambers.
Then for those 3 days...
Huh?
Permit me to intercede on behalf of these gentlemen, Sub-Lieutenant.
Marquis Hoost!
I would dare say there are members of the army with whom I am well acquainted. In due course, I believe I can work with them to get you fair and equitable treatment. Don't think of it as charity work from a false-faced nobleman. Rather, consider it a first step towards reparations.
He's bowing to
That's the Marquis for you.
Most graceful thing I've ever seen.
Yes, he's actually going to help us. He really said he was going to, didn't he? We got to make them feel what we felt, and we didn't have to kill anybody. Yeah! All right!
I guess there's different types of nobles, huh? Can't say I'm completely happy, but as long as there are nobles like you and that lady in there...
Clang.
Huh?
Swing! Parry! Honestly, her swordsmanship was magnificent. Did you see her at work out there?
Yeah. The hell is this? Same height, same voice, same walk. I could swear when we first met, he was a lot older.
I'm a little unsatisfied. I'm used to seeing situations come out as victories. You know, in my favor. Winning is a rather annoying addiction. When you're addicted to winning, you have to keep on finding fights to win and challenges to overcome. It's irritating, really. No one wants to fight me either.
All right already! Get to the point!
It's time to duel.
You want to fight me? But what the hell for?
Let's just say you've seen my face in a place very few people have seen it. Even Marquis Hoost isn't going to be able to protect you as the ringleader. And I seriously doubt you'd hold up under Section 1's interrogation techniques.
Why can't I shoot?
Thank you for the match. It was actually stimulating, I guess.
God damn it! It can't end like this! It can't! I really was just a pawn to that bastard, wasn't I?
Well now, guess we'll have to clean that up.
Welcome to the party.
You weren't thinking of leaving without our help, were you?
You knew the answer to that before you asked it. I'm glad you came, though.
I really do not care for that part of your character.
Outstanding work, Your Grace. Our operation was executed to perfection because of your kind interventions.
I simply strutted and fretted my hour upon the stage.
Your Grace, this could have been one of the greatest tragedies in the Imperial capital since the armistice was signed. Word is going to spread like wildfire about the woman who brought the situation under control without a single death. She's far more than a simple heir to one of the grand houses of the Empire. Oh yes, she's definitely the one. She's the one who understands me and won't ask for mollycoddling when I play rough with her. A lioness who's undoubtedly my equal. I'm genuinely excited, sir, to see such changes ahead.
Change is good. Very good.
Major, there's a call for you on line 8.
Hey. Captain Hunks, what are you doing up there?
Your flunky already has my authorization papers. So then, would you like to tell me you ordered the withdrawal of your men?
Beats me. And it's none of your damn business now, is it?
Really? Well, let me share this with you. A funny thing happened during rations disbursement last night. The Welfare Ministry had us change locations.
Meaning what, exactly?
Well, nothing, unless you consider this fact for a minute. The Ministry's largest contributor is Marquis Nichelle Hoost. Was he at the ball?
Oh. Why do I get the feeling?
This game just welcomed another player.
I'm really naive. You know that?
Huh?
I really thought a peaceful solution was the best solution we could hope for. And sure enough, that's what happened. I just can't put my finger on it. Somehow the rightness was lost. That's what I think. The most righteous person in the room? Ended up being the man who committed the crime.
Lieutenant, I noticed something when I looked through that window while I was fighting that man. You're kind of small, you know?
Well, compared to you...
You're strong, man, but you're not indestructible. You're too overzealous, always charging into the middle of trouble. All the while giving a big speech about what's right. What I'm saying is, if you're going to keep on rushing into danger like that, you can count on, well, Mr. Areldo or Mr. Martis to get you through the hard times. And me once in a while. I'd appreciate that.
I was having a pretty rough time back there a couple of hours ago, wouldn't you say? And all three of you ended up betraying me, right? Why don't you just save your speeches for Sub-Lieutenant Goldbrick and Martis while you're at it?
I swear I'll do my best to protect you, ma'am. Honestly, I will.
You want to protect me? Here's your chance.
No! You know you can't drink!
Lieutenant, that's all it took?
After everything that's happened today, I'm exhausted.
Corporal Randall Oland here, reporting back for duty, Captain.
Oh, I'm sorry, but we didn't have a party planned for your latest discharge.
Party, Captain? Winding up in the hospital is this guy's secondary MOS. How many this time?
Well,
And what's with this uniform you're wearing?
Well, ma'am, it's,
Lieutenant? With all the damage that's been done to his uniform during the last couple of missions, the quartermaster hasn't been able to find another one in his size.
She's got a point. The Army isn't exactly up to its eyeballs in size 68.
True enough.
It's still a regulation uniform jacket, Lieutenant. In fact, it's just like the one I wore in the 901st.
Okay, fine. So you mean Section 3's uniform doesn't mean anything to you?
No, ma'am. I didn't mean that at all.
Well then, as long as you're with us in Section 3, you need to wear a uniform jacket. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
The Empire was shattered by war. And in the war's aftermath, corruption and chaos have taken hold. However, the seeds of rebuilding are being sown by a dedicated group of warriors who aren't fighting a war, but the damages of war itself. These warriors are known as...
Hey, mister.
Huh?
Is it okay if I ask your name?
My name is Randall Oland. My rank is Corporal. My unit is... Section 3. Huh? Oh, Lieutenant.
Say it again, with a little more pride.
Ma'am?
Tell the boy which unit you're assigned to.
Yes, ma'am.
The blades that cut through corruption.
My rank is Corporal. The unit I'm...
Imperial Army Intelligence State Section 3. The Pumpkin Scissors.